I'm okay. I'm getting a haircut today.
Like, are you doing something different than you normally do?
Nah, but like I haven't gotten a haircut since the last time you took me. So
Jesus Christ, why?
Wow.
I don't know, man. I'd be stressed out. I got school, work, don't got time to go home.
IB fell asleep to me last night, and they're waking up to me this morning. That's the best way to go about your day.
Bro, there's no way in the world I could go that long without a haircut.
I don't usually do it either, but you know, life happens.
Out there looking rough. Anywho, Downfall, what's up?
Hi, sorry, I just didn't want to speak until you addressed me, but I live in Georgia. I am a lifelong Republican, and I'm actually not voting Republican this election. And I will tell you that for what it's worth here in Georgia, I have seen more Harris support than I ever have in previous years for like Democrats, right? So I just want, you know, the people who have seen it before we did, you know, and I say we as in like the people who were lifelong Republicans till now, that we see it and we're acknowledging it. And there's a big community of us that have changed our views and have changed our voting.
Why were you a conservative in the first place? Like, what were you voting for? Like, what were you voting to conserve? Do you know?
Yeah, so I was raised
Because your parents were. Gotcha.
Oh, I was raised Christian, Southern Baptist Christian, right? And
there's tons of Christians that are liberals. And
sure. And I don't think that those things are mutually exclusive at all. I just, you know, when you're raised in the Southern Baptist church,
like Jesus was probably like the most progressive person you could possibly imagine.
Yeah, but I think that a lot of times the way my faith had raised me and the way my parents had indoctrinated me, to be honest, especially around abortion, you know, and I had switched my AB stance a long time ago. It's honest to God, as Southern Baptist is like a cult mentality.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And it was hard for me to get out of that until I went to college and I educated myself outside of the realm that I was.
Oh, you got indoctrinated? At one of them liberal institutions.
But the thing is I still hold some conservative viewpoints,
like
and
what?
I still hold some liberal view. I don't know, like about the economy, and I think that the tariffs might potentially be a good thing to like try to bring things home.
Terrible thing. It's literally what caused the Great Depression.
Well, sure. I mean, at the end, I realized that's not. I don't know.
Yeah, tariffs have never been good. You know what I'm saying, to boost like our economy or consumer confidence or any of those things.
Right, and then I think the big thing for me was, you know, when Trump last term that he was in, when he overturned Roe v. Wade, and I'm in the medical field, and I know I'm in women's health at that, and I have seen the downfall of what has happened with that, us losing the federal protection of abortion rights.
Yeah, I was just talking to No Rats about this yesterday. Another young mother, bled out in their car yesterday, or 2 days ago.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it firsthand. So, yeah, I'm just really, on my point was just to say that like we can change our viewpoints, right? And we can be on the right side of history, and I feel like I'm going to be now.
I hope so. I went and voted this morning, as everybody can see. I voted this morning. Went down, you know, to the local library and put my vote in. So we in there. Tia, I think that was Tia. Yeah, Tia, thank you so much. I appreciate you for the $30. W Tia. But yeah, I went down and voted this morning. So I want as many people as possible to go vote early if they can.
Yeah, and
yeah.
I just want I don't
Thank you,
want my
Kiki.
daughters I
Thank you,
don't want my
Skippy.
daughters to grow up in a world that has less rights than I did
Right.
as far as my reproductive care.
And that's the crazy thing. Like, there's black men. I know this had nothing to do with you, but I just feel like I have to keep bringing it up every day. They have literally said that they want to get rid of the Voting Rights Act and the Civil Rights Act. And black men are like, yep, that's my guy. That's my guy. That's my dude.
There's one
It's
problem.
like, what the fuck do I need rights for?
There's one issue.
If I get a
Downfall
STEMI check.
Downfall said they're not voting.
No,
No,
they
I
said they're not
didn't.
voting Republican. Yeah, they just said they're not
Oh,
voting
I
Republican.
thought they said they were a non-voter.
No.
I was-
No, I never.
Okay,
No,
my bad, never mind.
trust me. Every time any poll, whether it's local or federal or whatever, is open, I owe it to my sisters who gave their life to give me the right to do that, to vote as a woman. I will be there, and I am voting every time those.
Yeah, I
polls
think
are
y'all
open.
just I think y'all misunderstood her because that's exactly what I got from what she said.
Oh hell no, hell no.
But I appreciate you, Downfall. Thank you for coming up.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
Have a good one. Luis, good morning. How are you?
Doing good. How are you? Good morning.
Fantastic. What would you like to talk about?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, no, just pretty much me and my family were thinking about going to vote on Saturday, early voting in Florida. So pretty much we were going to vote for back in 2016, back with Hillary, but then me and my family changed to pretty much vote for Trump back in this election 2024, just due to the mainly the immigration, like the legal immigration coming in. Also,
Bro, are you for real?
Hey, Louis,
Yeah,
where's your family from?
my family from
Yeah,
Venezuela
well-
and Cuba.
They're from Venezuela and Cuba, and you just said you want to vote for Trump?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
same
but-
Trump that destroyed Venezuela by
And
saying
put
he
the
was no
sanction
longer
and put the
buy
sanctions
oil?
back on Cuba.
Yo, bombastic side eye. Like,
This
for
is
real, my guy?
crazy town.
He literally destroyed Venezuela's economy so bad that he had no choice but to
To be
grant
honest,
them
the Venezuelan
amnesty.
economy was getting destroyed years before
No, no, no,
Trump.
no,
To be
no.
honest, like honestly, it has been getting destroyed before Trump. I mean,
That's not
it's-
a lie. He made it exponentially worse to the point where they all had to escape.
it's
So hold on. So the guy who took Obama's lifted sanctions and placed them back onto Cuba. That's
I mean, even when the sanctions were lifted up, it was horrible. I mean,
Horrible for
literally
whom?
the monthly income in the country, the average was less than $10. I mean, it's like it's
monthly
crazy.
average for what?
The average for the monthly income for the Venezuelan citizen in Venezuela.
I just said Cuba.
In Cuba is even worse. I mean, Cuba, there's no food since the 90s, since the 80s. I mean,
Bro, I've been to Cuba. That's not true.
you're going to a touristy place, my friend.
Bro, they have
You're going-
they have a higher life expectancy than we do. They have a
Sir,
lower
have you
infant
seen-
mortality than we do. They have a higher reading average in their country than they do. Their number one export is doctors. Like, bro, what?
Sir, you haven't been to the real Cuba. You've been to a touristy. You've been to
I just gave you the data for the
Varadero,
entire
when you go to the
country.
beach, you see
I
the
just gave you the
beautiful-
data for the entire country. They created a
beautiful-
lung
beautiful
cancer
beaches
vaccine.
In Varadero, beautiful beaches in Varadero. I understand you love going to the beach probably. over there,
Salt for slugs again, y'all. Salt for slugs.
You probably love going
Roaches
to the
for
beach over
raid.
there. It's very beautiful, very beautiful. But, bro, that is not
He
true.
literally
The
just
hospitals
called.
are
He
all
literally just had
destroyed.
somebody at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating pile of garbage, and you're like, "Yep, that's my guy." He has no concern nor respect for you as a Latin, member
Absolutely
of this.
zero.
Yeah, of this.
I mean,
this country.
first of all, that wasn't even him, to be honest. And then second of all,
It doesn't matter.
You
So
do know
Luisito,
that they.
hold on, Luisito. They had to approve that man's speech. There were parts in the speech where he called Kamala a cunt that were removed. They approved for him to say that.
Approve what? The Puerto Rico
The
joke?
Puerto Rico is a floating island of garbage.
I
got
mean
you.
that's literally on the person that approved it. I don't think he
Trump.
greenlit the joke.
Trump is the person who
I mean,
hired him.
His
To be
campaign,
honest,
the people who work for him are an extension of
to be
him.
honest,
Bro, shut up! Like, why do you think you can just talk over top of people? Yo, y'all are. I'm not gonna say it. Y'all are some cowards. No, I am gonna say it. Y'all are some fucking cowards.
I just want to ask Luisito, what crop did his family grow in Cuba? That's all.
He don't know. He don't know shit about Cuba.
He doesn't realize he's muted.
Probably not.
Well,
wait, hello?
yeah.
No, I didn't know I got muted, but I thought I had to get unmuted. What did you say? I'm sorry. What thing was grown in Cuba?
What crop did your family grow in Cuba?
What crop?
Yeah, usually the people that are simps for America are the plantation owners in Cuba. And I know that because my family
used to own
my
a
family was
farm
one.
sorry. Yeah, my family used to own like pretty much farms that it used to be like mostly goats, and then it was taken.
There it
It was
is.
taken over by the government.
There it is. Every time. You guys are
What?
so predictable.
What are you talking
That
about?
checks out. Clock that one. Clock that, T.
Literally, they used to own a farm that it was mostly for like goats, and then it was taken by the government.
Good.
It was taken by the government,
Good.
and then the house was taken by the government. The farm, the animals were taken, everything by the government.
Good.
Back in the
That'll be
in the
Cuba.
60s. Back in the
I know.
60s.
I know.
They moved legally to New York, then went down to Florida.
Yo, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Hey, do you think when they're like rounding up these random immigrants, that they're going to be able to distinguish you from the rest of the immigrants when they're sending, you know what I'm saying, like the police or the National Guard around rounding people up? Do you think that they're going to be able to distinguish you from the rest of them?
I'm sorry, you were cutting off.
I wasn't cutting off. Do you know what
distinguish?
the aliens the Alien and Seditions Act is?
No, say.
Yeah, clearly. So if he enacts the 1798 Alien Seditions Act, right, then that means that they can round up at random all people that look foreign to the United States.
Even if you're an American citizen?
Correct. You
Yep.
think they're going to be able to distinguish you walking down the street or standing inside of a store from any other person of Latin descent?
Depends.
How are they going to be able to tell you apart from the rest of them?
I mean, it depends. Like, it literally depends.
Depends on what. All you have to do is start talking, boy. Have you ever heard your
I wanna
voice?
Get rid of that accent, friend.
Latino people literally like come from different. They have different.
All
looks.
you
They
have
don't
to
need
do
talk
is
to be-
start talking, bro.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, your name, Luisito 305. I clocked that before you even started talking.
Bro, did you
Yeah,
just
you
say
got
it
it.
doesn't matter? What about that doesn't matter? Like, it's like y'all are voting for your own demise, and like you
Of
don't
course he
even
can't,
realize
Kama.
it.
I literally do not think.
So you
to
don't
be
look
honest,
Latino at all. This is what you're telling me.
I don't know. Maybe you could tell. Maybe I don't know. Depends on who you ask.
How the
Your
hell would I be able
ancestors
to
from
tell? I
Spain.
can't see your face.
Huh?
Are your ancestors from Spain?
No. I mean, it depends. Like, I did the ancestry. I did my ancestry DNA. My family side is.
Hey,
from
what do you
Spain.
call? What does Lewis call? What does Lewis
I'm
call
sorry, can I please
the
talk?
other types
Can
of
I please
coons? No,
talk?
you can't. This
Like,
is, if you want to talk, start your own live. Hey, no,
He
Raz.
just said it.
What does Lewis
His
call the
ancestors are from Spain.
what does he call the Latin version of what we call coons?
I don't know, because I don't associate with them at all.
Lewis? Yes, you do.
Lewis?
Yeah.
When do I associate
wait,
with Lewis?
I'm
I don't know
sorry.
what you're talking about.
You were asking me. I was
Lewis from Puerto Rico, bro. I'm not talking
Oh.
about you.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I mean, the Cuban version is.
He had a whole
Gusanos.
series. He had a whole series that he made up, where he was talking about. He calls them coconuts. Hold on, I'm gonna go look up his page because he had a whole series where he talked.
I mean,
about
I can text Lewis.
Carla.
You want me
Yeah,
to text
ask
him?
him.
I'll text him.
Ask him.
Well, the Cuban version would of the people that fled, and I put that in quotations, communism, is gusanos, which translates to worms.
Thank you so much. They said
Unfortunately, I have to write that word, and I don't feel good about it, but I'm going to. Otherwise, he's not going to know what the fuck I'm talking about.
they told me he calls them coconuts.
Okay, well there you go.
I don't know if that's true though.
I'll
I don't know if
send it to
that's what
him.
he calls them. I
sent
know
it.
he had a whole series where he talked about it.
Once again, Fidel Castro saved Cuba.
Facts.
Wait, was that for real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fidel Castro saved Cuba?
Correct.
Yes.
He's probably sleeping though, because he's in Colorado,
Oh,
which is not a secret. I'm not doxing him. He talks about
Wait,
it.
how come he saved Cuba?
Because
why did the Cuban Revolution happen?
Coconut is brown on the outside, white on the inside. That makes sense.
Why would
I guess I don't
why
know.
would a totalitarian government?
Did you answer my
there's no
question or
free
what? Did you
elections-
answer my question or nah?
Huh?
Why was there a Cuban Revolution?
Because of Fidel, but besides that, why didn't he have free elections?
Why
for
was
people?
there a Cuban
Why did he take
Revolution?
over-
What was the purpose
why
of
did he
it?
take over
What was the purpose
citizens'
of it?
prop-
What was the
why did he
purpose
take-
of it?
Why did he take
Okay,
over?
so you don't know. Got you. You don't have any reason to be up here then.
You can just say you don't know, dude.
it's because Batista was corrupt and illegitimate, and the people hated him. Fidel
was
Castro
taking-
came in. Oh, go ahead, Alina.
No, he was taking like
Money from citrus.
Yeah, like,
citrus
he was taking
companies
like
here in
$2
the
million
United States.
like a year from like the mafia. Like he was in with the American mob. It was the Italian and Jewish mob that
And
was
enslaving
literally running Cuba.
Afro-Cubans.
Well, that too, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll drop
Fidel
down, but if he
came
comes
in.
back up, I'll come back up to roast him. Hope you have guys
He
a
texted
good
me back.
morning.
No, he doesn't say. I'm not fucking saying that
Just
out
text
loud.
it to me. I will. I don't care.
I'm not fucking saying that out loud.
Because I know
Okay.
he had a whole entire series about it. That it had me dying.
Oh my god. All right, I'm texting it. I'll put it in agents so you can both see it. Bro, there ain't no fucking way I'm saying that out loud.
Hey guys, can I touch on what you were talking about?
Oh man. I told you.
Yeah, I ain't getting fucking canceled.
Laticoon is crazy.
Jones said it. I'm not saying it.
Oh man.
That's not for me. I'm not. Everybody's asking you what it said, but
I
no,
haven't said
because we know that Luis said it, so let's not get Luis in trouble.
Yeah.
let's just leave what it is.
It's LITICOON.
No, Mama Sanchez, come on.
What? What'd they say? Oh nah.
He's laughing.
Is he watching right now?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell him come on live with us.
Can you guys hear me or no?
We can, but we were speaking.
Yeah, no, and I was trying not to be rude and then jump in, but I just want to, is it
Yeah,
okay if
you
I
did.
follow up on what you were talking about before, about designating who's legal and not? Like, that's one thing that I was just thinking about in the past week, is that people who are of color and are voting for this man are not processing what they're asking for. In that, if you go out in public and you look like you might not be quote unquote American, you better have your papers on you to prove.
And he's bringing back
who you
stop and
are.
frisk for that reason.
Exactly. They're asking to be harassed by voting this man into office.
And then giving immunity to the police officers, full immunity.
Yeah. And I want to throw out one other quick thing, which was something that solidified my thoughts on Donald Trump immediately. I mean, I knew that he was a problem before he ever got into office the first time. But the thing that creeped me out the most was when this man sat down with Henry Ford's grandson. And it was I guess it was in Detroit. I don't remember, but you can look it up. You can see the interview. If you haven't seen this, the man sat down with Henry Ford's grandson and he said to him, "You come from good blood." What does that mean? Like, if anybody knows history, that's the creepiest thing that he could have possibly said to his grandson, because Henry Ford was an anti-Semitic business owner to the point where the Nazis gave Henry Ford a medal. So that alone should repulse people away from this man, if anybody knows their history.
Yeah, you can't say that. You can't say you have to say Schnazis or something like that. But also, like, I don't know that people understand like how much Henry Ford is responsible for. Like that whole idea that you have to sleep 8 hours is not true. Yeah, that was a Henry Ford. He had doctors come out and say that because he wanted people to be able to work on the assembly line without having to take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a whole bunch of stuff that he's responsible for that is just bad.
Ugh, man. Well, anyway, I won't chew up your time. I just wanted to jump in and say that people need to really think about what they're asking for. It's not good. Guys, fight the good fight and take care.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one.
See you later.
Doug, bro, you gotta stop putting, you know what I'm saying, like Jesus and the Antichrist, you know what I'm saying, like together in the same sentences, because it makes you look weird, bro. I'm be honest with you. Like, it makes it seem like you're not okay. Like, one of these people said to take care of human beings, and the other one tells you to be hyper individualized. Those two things don't go together.
It's accurate.
What I said is accurate. Yes, it is. Thank you.
No, my statement was.
What statement was accurate?
I don't know.
What?
Good job, bro. Good job. You're really good at this.
No, my statement that said Jesus is Lord, Trump 24.
Yeah, those things don't go together.
Oh, yes, they do, my friend.
Oh no, they
yes.
don't, my friend.
Oh, yes, they do.
You want to play the Bible game with me?
No.
Why not?
I'm not.
Yeah, good choice.
Why not?
I do want to thank you for the opportunity to speak.
Why don't you want to play? Why don't you want to talk about the Bible?
I see it. I don't. I have too much respect for it to speak to you about it.
What kind of sense does that make? Too much respect for it to speak to me about it.
Because obviously you do not, and I'm not going to be.
Why would I know it so well if I have no respect for it?
I'm not going to belittle myself with a discussion like that with an individual like you.
Okay, so somebody who actually believes that we should live like Jesus, and somebody who will pick somebody who doesn't live like Jesus at all. So I'm the one who should be disrespected, who actually operates in a manner that Jesus would respect, and this person doesn't. But you won't talk to him. me about?
We are all sinners. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking
I've never sinned in my life.
right now.
I've never sinned in my life.
I'm thinking about sinning right now.
Ooh, me too.
What does that mean?
Mhm.
What sin are you thinking about committing, Doug?
Read between the lines.
There's no lines.
I don't know.
There's no lines drawn.
I'm sure you got a pretty good imagination there, my friend.
No, I got the tism, so I don't really.
Sounds a little creepy.
I don't know, Doug. What kind of Christian are you? Are you like a Baptist church kind of Christian? Like, is that what it is? Because if that's what it is, then I know what you're thinking about, and we can see that those type of people
Are
get
you
arrested
talking about like?
pretty often.
Are you talking about doing something to children? Because I mean, y'all are good for that.
That
Wow, you guys are really reaching.
Well, bro,
I mean,
you said read between the lines and use my imagination. That's the only thing I can think of.
you're a man.
Yeah.
You're voting for Trump. And
Yeah.
you're a Christian.
Yeah.
That's like you're
All
like
the dominoes is
90% of the way
lining
there
up.
already.
I'm actually a Nazi. I'm not a Christian. I'm a Nazi.
You can't say that word on TikTok, Doug.
Oh,
If you
well.
want to
I
get
believe
kicked,
him,
you
though.
don't have to get
Honest.
kicked. You can just leave.
Yeah, I believe him though.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
was about to say, at least he's honest.
Yeah, at least they're being honest.
Heil Trump.
All right.
You said you owe Trump? That's kind of weird.
Mm-mm. Oh,
Of course his following list is that's y'all's Trump supporters, y'all. That's who you guys are.
he's one of the people in those circles. That's why he's up here doing that.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I didn't think I would be on here so fast. I'm Ashley. I'm 20 years old, and I'm not a Trump supporter, but I just wanted to thank you guys for everything that you're doing. I'm in Central Arkansas, and it's really rough out here.
I'm about to say it might be time for you to consider getting up out of there, Frey.
Yeah, and really the reason I'm voting for Kamala is because I'm a Christian. I don't believe
That makes more sense.
I don't think that Jesus would discriminate. I don't think Jesus would tell people what to do with their bodies. In fact, he gave us free will for a reason, because he doesn't want to tell us how to live our lives. And my sister almost died giving birth to her first son, and they told her that she probably will die if she gets pregnant again. And in a red state, surrounded by Trump supporters, and my own father actually told me that he was voting for Trump.
Big W tip top for the $50. I appreciate you. I'm listening.
No, I know. But anyway, but he literally voted against his own daughter, and that crushed me.
Did you explain to him how that, you know what I'm saying, could potentially cost your sister her life?
Yeah, I did.
He didn't care?
I think he did care, and
Just not enough to do something about it.
He started crying, and he just thinks, I think the brain rot is so heavy that it's just like, people tell him that if he's a real Christian, then he'll vote for Trump, which is just so far from the truth. And so anyway, I respect my dad. I love my dad, but, that really hurt. But anyway, I just really appreciate you. And I voted for Kamala the first day the booths open. So thank you guys.
Have a good one.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, absolutely. How do I get out of here?
I got you.
Thank you.
Jones, what's up?
Nothing much.
Not you, fool. The one above you.
Is that one of your long lost kids?
You never know. Yes. What's up? Hello? Oh my God. AK, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not a whole lot.
What, I guess my main question is, what's the whole point here? Do you get paid for this? Do you just enjoy it? Is it a hobby? There's no wrong answer. I'm just trying to understand.
And I'm trying to
We don't
educate.
gotta give you an answer.
Yeah, I'm trying to educate people.
Okay, well, so that's a great cause.
Yeah.
So I'm reading the headline. You're voting for Kamala.
Kamala.
That's cool. Kamala. I apologize. I pronounced it wrong. I guess my main question is, do you live in the U.S., I would assume?
In Florida.
Okay, Florida. Awesome. I used to live there. I was a kid. My parents brought me there. Didn't work there. I guess just getting to the point. What's the benefit? Either way, I'm not on either side. I want someone to sway me.
Sure. So living in Florida,
I'm a non-voter. I feel like I'm not going to vote.
Okay.
Maybe you can sway me.
In Florida, like we've been experiencing what Agenda 47 and Project 2025 actually looks like. We've been experiencing it the whole time. That's why when the rest of the country's inflation rates were starting to go down, into the 3s and 4s,
okay,
ours remained at 9%. We were trying to ship people out of the state. Our infrastructure came to a complete halt. Nobody was picking the produce anymore or the citrus. Grocery store prices
dabble
were
with that stop and
insane.
frisk.
Yeah.
Okay.
They started
I'm
locking
following.
up unhoused people just for being unhoused. Like it's illegal for you to sleep outside. They call it urban camping, which we shouldn't be locking up unhoused people. We should be putting them in housing.
Wait, so
What state are you in?
Sorry, I have to rewind real quick. I was following. And specifically, what area and where were they taking these people?
They put
because
them
they're
in
outside.
Yeah, they put them in what they call holding facilities.
Okay.
And those holding facilities are guarded by the sheriff's department. What does that sound like to you?
Well, so to me, it sounds like they're detained by police officers for loitering, whatever term you want to use, outside of an area where they didn't want them.
Bro, it's anywhere in public. If you are found to be urban camping anywhere in public, they will arrest you for being
And so
unhoused.
I'm not saying it applies to everyone, but we're like talking about homeless people, or if you're urban camping. I'm not.
He's mentioned 313 times in Project 2025, by the way. So I'm not going to keep having that argument. He just spoke there the summer before last at the Heritage Foundation and said that they were coming out with a directive for him.
Okay, so thank you for your time. This is new information to me. But to circle back to my original question, you're voting for Kamala, aren't you? ? Kamala. I apologize again. I mispronounced. Make me a believer without the story you told was interesting. On a grand scale, why should I vote for her? I'm not against her or for her. I'm actually discouraged from voting entirely.
I mean, to be honest with you, it should be easy if we just look at her track record, right? As a DA, one of the very first things that she implemented was the Back on Track program. So instead of people having a MAR on their criminal record for the rest of their life, they were able to go into what is called a diversion program, which allowed them to get their GED. And if they already had their high school diploma or GED, then they could get their associate's degree. Then they were and then they were given job training, had their credit fixed, and stable housing, which is amazing. Instead of these 18 to 24-year-olds going to prison and having this on their record where they can't get a job and can't participate in society, for an indefinite period of time, they had they had a second chance, a second lease. In addition to that, when people were taken advantage of by the predatory lending in terms of the housing market and mortgage lenders, they only offered the state of California $4 billion to settle, some of these lawsuits. And she said, nah, I'm not going to accept that. And she went above the arbitrators, and went and spoke to the banks herself and got $20 billion. And because she did that, all of the other attorney generals in all of the other states were also able to get more money for their states. for the people that were taking
You're on a
advantage
roll,
of.
man. I appreciate you. I guess my only interruption is you said 4 billion and then 20 billion.
Yeah,
What
so they only
exactly
offered
is that
4 billion
funding
originally, and she got 20
for directly what? Funding what?
to pay the people who were taken advantage of in the predatory lending schemes, so that they didn't entirely lose their houses, or so that they could, be settled for their house when their house was taken, and be able to get other housing.
Okay, so taxpayer money that was allotted strictly
No, it wasn't
for anyone who
it wasn't
applied?
taxpayer dollars. No, it was from the banks.
Okay. From the banks, or not donations? I guess I'm just confused. You said a very high number of money. I'm just wondering, like, where it came from and
From the banks.
what it's for.
From the banks. Like when you sue a bank, when you sue the banks have to pay the lawsuit, not the American people.
Sure, and how's it divvied out?
To each as they have need. So I would assume the people that were hurt, harmed the most.
Okay, sure. So you're making good cases. You know what? Actually, I appreciate your time. We'll roll on to someone else. Thank you.
It's interesting, right? That they see a black man, and I know that this is the case, right? Because I know you guys. I've been studying you guys my whole fucking life. You see a black man and you think, oh, they're probably not educated. They're probably voting for Kamala because she's black, or some other, ignorant, idea that they've created in their head. And then when they get hit with information, they're like, oh, fuck, they actually know what they're talking about. This isn't going to work the way I thought it was.
Shit.
Yo.
Were you about to say something, no, Rad?
I accidentally let up 2 people at one time.
Oh.
Erica, are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you. We're just taking ops right now.
I am.
Okay.
Do you smell that,
Yeah.
Quentin?
Hey, are you a black man?
Yes, sir.
I knew
Yes,
it.
sir.
I knew it.
Yes,
we had
sir.
another weak link.
Let's talk about it.
We got
though.
another weak link. Where's Harriet? Bring
Yeah,
Harriet
no,
back
you
to
got a
us.
weak link,
Lord
bro.
Jesus.
You guys are
Lord
losing
Jesus,
whatever
bring
makes it
Harriet back to us. Bring her back. I want her and the stick. I want her and the toolie. Bring her back. Can we get some weak links in the chat, y'all? Where's Harriet when you need her? We don't fuck Ja Rule. We don't need Ja Rule. We need Harriet. I know the joke was where's your Ja? But no, it's where's Harriet now. Weakest link. Oh, man. Chickens for Popeyes.
Do you wake up every morning and be like, just oppress me more, white man? Is that what you do?
Yep. He's like, you know what? Maybe if I tap dance, he'll stop hurting me. Hey, he picked the right name though. Oppress Me More Daddy will forever be one of the greatest fucking lines in TikTok history. Bro, do you even know you're muted? Are you going to talk or what? We just identified that you're the weakest link. That's all.
Bro, how you gonna mute me though? Why'd you mute me?
Because you started trying to rattle off and I was talking.
No, I did not.
Sir,
I did not. Like you're gonna take my freedom of speech from me? You're supposed to be Democrats,
I don't believe in that.
right?
I don't believe in freedom of
We're
speech.
not Democrats.
You can't. Why did you try to silence me though?
I don't believe in freedom of speech.
That was pretty weird, but all right. I thought this was a panel.
Call him poop butt. You know you want to.
Oh, poop.
I'm sorry. What happened?
Oh, poop.
What's going on? Like you muted me though. You tried to silence my
Oh,
opinion.
why are you crying? Stop it.
Aren't you used to being oppressed?
I would have waited for you, brother. Like you didn't have to mute me.
If you took how much I don't give a fuck and multiplied it by like 10 billion, you'd still have zero, bro.
Okay, that's I didn't know we were here for that.
Okay,
so if
gotcha.
we're here for that, then I'm gonna let you do your thing, brother.
What is it? Stop calling me brother, first of all. You're no brother of mine. Secondly, just say what you have to say and stop crying, please.
Whoa, how so? How do you figure?
Blind man, blind man. You just hold on. Pause.
Okay,
You just said you weren't here for that, and now you're continuing. So if you'd like to talk about why aren't you voting for Kamala, shut up. I'm talking.
You guys are
Shut up. I'm talking. If you want to talk about why you're not voting for Kamala, then talk about it. If you want to talk about your feelings, call your therapist.
You're so sensitive, bro.
You're the one crying. You've been crying the whole time. How the hell you gonna call people sensitive and the first thing you did was start whining? Like, this got to be a joke. Fucking need Harriet, man.
Says that's not what he came up for. Continues to cry.
Bro, they
Like
say he
that. Like, I
muted
don't-
me, bro. Like, what? You guys are supposed to be the quote unquote, like, come on, bro.
Supposed to be the
The
quote
what?
unquote
It's a
what?
democracy. You try to take my freedom of
We
speech,
don't
like,
believe
TikTok.
in that. What part
Like,
did
that's
you not
not
understand the
American, bro.
first time?
You
That's
don't
not
understand the
American,
First
bro.
Amendment.
We're
You
not
don't understand the
Democrats
First
either.
Amendment.
So why are you voting like that?
Voting like what?
Okay.
What makes you
The
lean
prompt
that way?
says, I'm voting Kamala. Why aren't you? There's a question already posed to you. You don't answer questions with questions. Ready? Go.
Okay, I got you. I'll answer first. I don't think she's capable of leading us at this moment, and particularly in this time frame with what's going on with our military and the border. Like, it's too much going. I don't think she would take. I think she'll be told what to do more than. I think she cares a lot about what people think of her, versus what's doing best for the country in general. You know, I could see that, like her demeanor.
Based on what?
Like,
Give me an example.
just her demeanor, how just like.
Give me an
her
example
false
based on her track
bravados, Her
record.
false bravado. Can I talk, boss?
Based on her
false
track
bravados,
record,
like,
give me an
Just
example.
all. It's just like a clown to me. Like, it's goofy. So,
How much are they paying you?
I know. Hold on. I want to show y'all a video really quickly.
bro, stop muting me, bro.
Bro, shut up.
You guys are lame.
Oh.
No, really don't mute me, bro. I'm just trying to talk. I don't really care.
I have something for you.
Hey, look. I got you. Hey, look.
Walmart Plus. It's
Hold on.
Walmart.
I
Plus,
really need to do
included
something
Paramount
about
Plus
this YouTube
subscription.
thing because this shit
To stream
pisses me
shows
off. I
with
don't want to
lots
watch
of
these
seasons
fucking
and
Educate me.
episodes. Plus, staying up lots of hours past your bedtime. Because you don't need sleep, you need answers. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus.
I wouldn't,
Yes or no?
could you repeat that question?
I will repeat it. Has the president or anyone at the White House ever asked or suggested that you open an investigation of anyone? Yes or no, please, sir?
The president or anybody else?
Seems you would remember something like that and be able to tell us.
Yeah, but I'm trying to grapple with the word suggest. I mean, there have been discussions of matters out there that they have not asked me to open an investigation, but
Perhaps they've suggested,
I don't know. I wouldn't say suggest.
hinted,
I don't know.
inferred. You don't know. Okay.
Hey, yo, listen. When I tell you that Kamala was that
Thank you, Mr.
person
Chairman.
before there was
Attorney General Barr.
before there was
The only
at a
reason why-
Jasmine Crockett, before there was a Jasmine Crockett, it was Kamala, and she dog walked people in the Senate
How old is that,
regularly.
sir?
Because guess what? She was a prosecutor.
I know that she put black men in jail.
No, she
I know
didn't.
That. How old is that?
Huh? That's right
How old
before.
is that
That's right
video?
before Biden was elected.
Word.
This is when she was in the Senate before she became the
Oh,
vice
okay.
president.
Oh, okay.
So 2018, 2019.
2018? What is this,
2019?
2024?
So she
Is it-
has
is
a
it- is
track
it- is
record.
we are we
She
in
has
the
a
same
track
economy?
record. She has a track
Are we in
record
the same
of being
economy
that
we in now?
person.
Why are you showing me video? We need help now to deal with the problems now, not 2018.
What problem now? Weakest link.
That's crazy, boss.
What problem now?
You
Weakest
gotta-
link.
What are you? What? That old ass video? What? That's crazy. Like you? What? I got what you? I got. I
Blind
got a
man,
whole
it
championship
proves that
trophy
she
on
has
my,
a
on my shelf.
history.
When I did some shit that mattered.
Shut up. This is what I'm talking about. uneducated, uncultured. You know what I'm saying? I know nothing. I don't know anything about politics. I don't know anything about Kamala Harris. I don't know anything about her track record. I know jack shit, but I'm going to have an opinion. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to say, hey, you know that white guy that wants to bring back stop and frisk? That's my choice. You know that white guy that wants to give police immunity? That's my choice. That's my choice. So that, you know, the next time there's a George Floyd, oh, no big deal. They have immunity. They can do whatever they need to do. And the next time it could be you. Y'all are the weakest link. Y'all look like a bunch of clowns.
Mutiny is crazy, though.
Well, now you can't talk at all.
There's some sad violin for you, since you want to cry so much. Now you have a soundtrack to do it to.
When we look at track record for track record, this person went over to North Korea and said, hey, you better not, you know what I'm saying, test any more missiles. Kim Jong-un said, what? As soon as he left, I'm testing missiles again. Do something about it.
Thank you, Katie's. Love you, Booski.
Like, literally nobody listened to, yet they always sound like they have too much saliva in their mouth. Every time. That their nose is stuffy. It might be, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know. Maybe it's whatever's underneath Trump's nuts that they be dangling from that makes them like that. Who knows?
Fermunda.
Cheeto dust gets in their nose or some shit.
Fermunda.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Embarrassments. Just flat out embarrassments.
I'm keeping that sad violin soundtrack.
Yeah, we
I
need
feel
to
like we're
have
gonna
that
need
on.
it a
We
lot
need to have
today.
that on tap. Like, I would let bro cook. You know what I'm saying? If he had something of intelligence to say, he didn't have nothing of worth to add to the conversation. Literally nothing.
Rant the man. Rant the man. I know. He was following a whole bunch of minors. So, I know. We look. Trust me, we look. I did, Kay. I most definitely did. Who else is in the queue?
I don't know who's who.
All right, we're removing friendlies, just FYI. I'm gonna let up Auntie. Why are you, I just said we're removing friendlies. Why are you guys putting yourselves back in the queue? What are you doing? Hi, Boyka. How are you?
I'm good. How
Oh,
are
sorry,
you?
Auntie.
No worries. Good morning. I had some water. I had something to drink. Said something kind about myself. Y'all know what I was hearing every time he called you boss?
What's that?
Remember in life, the gun line, boss, the gun line. Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have
Tell
no
him about the
pistols
gun
over
line,
here.
boss.
Versus what's doing best for the country.
Oh, man. His follow list is crazy.
I can see that.
It
Her
is.
demeanor.
Based on what? Give me an example.
Just her demeanor, how just like her.
Give me an example based on her track record.
Can I talk, boss?
Based on her track record,
like,
give me
just.
Can't answer a question.
Boyka and I had a chat last night.
Oh, did you?
We did. How are you, Boyka?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for coming. What you want to talk about?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm in a Rocky movie right now. What just happened?
Boyka's cool. Boyka's cool. Y'all were supposed to. You guys were supposed to, you know, hit the ring together, but I think there was a misunderstanding. Right, Boyka?
Yeah, we were supposed to hit the ring back in June. We were supposed to come to Chattanooga. Remember?
Chattanooga.
Yeah, Tennessee. I sent you my number a couple of times.
Oh, well, send it to me again.
No.
I mean, I will. I did. I sent it. Your son was up here one day. I sent it again, but you know, I like your woman. She's highly educated like you, and you believe. So both
They're
of
not
you
property.
believe.
They don't belong to me.
Well,
I know what he means.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a little bit of a language.
Right. Mr. Jones, you got to relax, you know, sometimes. But no, like I said, both of you are very educated people. And regardless of how I feel, I still have to respect the way both of you feel, like I said last night, because both of you strong in your beliefs, and I respect that, you know. And we had a couple of good jokes for the Trump supporters that come up with no teeth, I think last night, you know.
We did. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Boyka, unfortunately, is going to vote for Trump, or has voted. But we're going to have some. Boyka and I are going to talk. So
haven't
if
voted
we
yet.
have a next election, we're going to make sure that Boyka knows what's up. Right, Boyka?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I haven't voted yet. I'm still.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought you voted.
No. I'm still on the fence, you know. But the
Boyka,
more and more I hear different things, you know, it's and
we're going to
see,
get you to vote for Kamala.
you know.
We're
But
going to get you to vote for Kamala.
I would still like to see Mr. Jones one day, you know. We just some good conversation.
We already talked about this, Boyka. We
I know.
already talked about this.
I know.
So we're gonna get you to vote for Kamala. What do we need to talk about? What is near and dear to your heart that we can have some educated discussions about today that you're gonna vote for Kamala after we have this discussion?
Honestly, what's dear to my heart is everybody, all different America say race. Everybody just start coming together, quit arguing, trying to divide country. I see more and more that Trump, with his little antics, I guess, about garbage truck or working at McDonald's, that's kind of too much, you know. It's like, why would you keep doing that? Just let it go. You know, she's not doing all the what do you call, you know.
He literally called his supporters basement dwellers. He
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
have any respect for those people. He even said in the rally, "I don't care about you. I just care about your vote."
Right. I'm starting to look more and more into this, and start seeing more videos. But watching your lives and her live last night, it's more educational than just say, "Hey, I'm a MAGA supporter. If you don't like it, you're muted or blocked." You know, it's more education on this side. I'm starting to see.
For sure, that's what we try to do every day. Make sure that people understand what they're voting for.
Right.
I mean, if your main point is the division, Trump is the one who is the perpetrator of that division, by calling people who are trying to come to this country criminals, and making comments about the Haitian immigrants that were here.
Oh my
about
God.
them.
Listen to this.
Like he's the one who's doing it.
Listen to this.
What's up?
Okay, she's a radical war hawk.
I just posted my video with that.
There with 9 barrels shooting at her, okay? Let's see how she feels about it. You know, when the guns are trained on her face. You know, they're all war hawks when they're sitting in Washington in a nice building saying, "Oh, gee, Will."
This is wild coming from the person who dropped more bombs than the 2 presidents combined before him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just made a video about this. That's why I wasn't paying attention earlier. I was editing so that I could post.
Right into the mouth of the enemy. But she's a stupid person.
Look at this from 30,000 feet.
Skip to the end where you see Liz Cheney's response to him.
Ending.
To speak against them. This is how dictators destroy free nations. They threaten those who speak against them with death. We cannot entrust our country and our freedom to a petty, vindictive, cruel, unstable man who wants to be a tyrant. Hashtag women will not be silenced. Hashtag vote Kamala.
She's a radical.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's threatening violence against Liz Cheney. And for those of you who will immediately say he's not, I just want to remind you that anytime Trump says something, people try to justify it and people go directly to violence. And we're seeing that increasingly these last couple of weeks.
And what's
in
worse?
Florida, in Washington, in Oregon, January 6th. Like, he's literally challenging people to bring harm to Liz Cheney.
And that's what I was going to say. What's worse? Can no reds please check her messages from Horror Chick 71? That's what they said on TikTok.
On YouTube?
I guess they just said, yeah, on YouTube they said, can no reds please check her messages from Horror Chick 71?
Yeah, I got you.
Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, what's worse is that these people you know what I'm saying, get all riled up to go and commit heinous acts.
I don't have a message from them. Did they get blocked on accident?
I have no idea.
Because I know who that is. Like, I've seen their name before. I'll go over to YouTube and talk to them.
Who y'all arguing with in the chat? You know we don't argue with folks in the chat.
Right, Paige. It's a call to action is exactly what it is.
We arguing with folks in the chat? I don't see him. Somebody must have muted him already. Anywho, yes, more than George Bush and Obama combined. And he did that in 4 years. Anyways, Bobcat, what's up?
What's up? While we're on the topic of Liz Cheney and whatnot, and Bush and all that, do you guys remember the very recent, it might even still be ongoing, but the beef with the Dixie Chicks over the song?
Mm-hmm.
So, a Republican used that song in modern times, right? And Dixie Chicks came out and basically
They're not.
like,
I don't
bless
think they're
your
called
heart.
the Dixie Chicks anymore. I think they're just the Chicks
No,
now.
you're right. You're right. It's just force of habit.
Yeah,
I'm a
no, I dig
90s
it.
baby. But it's just ironic because everybody knows why that song was written, right? It was because the Chicks spoke out in opposition to George Bush, and they're like, I'm not apologizing for that.
Right.
Because that was a fucked up war and it was a fucked up time and all that. And so that just goes to show there clearly were Democrats back then and they still are now. And they were speaking out against Bush and Cheney. And now Liz Cheney is campaigning with Kamala, who is the daughter of Dick Cheney. So, like, why are Democrats associating themselves with warmongers now? And all of a sudden, they're
Well, I
all
mean,
for
Liz
it and
Cheney.
they love
Liz
it.
Cheney didn't do it.
Her
Like
Dick Cheney
that's like
endorses
saying my
Kamala.
dad, you know what I'm saying? Like my dad was an evil human being, and by, you know what I'm saying? Like I've inherited said evil. I don't agree with that at all. Like I was
Right, but
I was
Dick
a
Cheney
shit
also
human being
endorses
young
Kamala.
when I was younger. That doesn't mean my son's a shit human being. He's much
Right,
he's a
but-
much better person than I ever was.
Right, but Dick Cheney also endorses Kamala, and Liz Cheney mirrors her father's
because he
political
knows, you know what I'm saying, that at the end of the day, thank you Leslie for the $50, big W Leslie, at the end of the day that Donald Trump is dangerous. Like he literally is one of the main causes behind inflation, not only in this country but globally. And then his foreign policy stirred up conflicts in areas that there weren't conflicts. And then for some reason, he thinks that he's some, you know, bringer of peace when it was his decisions that caused these things in the first place.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out the irony there, really, while we were talking about it. But
no, I mean, I hear you. Like, I'm no fan of Dick Cheney. I'm no fan of Barack Obama. You know, using drone strikes and innocent people being harmed. Like, I'm not a proponent of any of these things. However, you know, when we're talking about levels of danger, Trump is by far more dangerous than any of the previous Republicans. Like they've lost the plot. The Republicans have lost the plot at this point. Yes, and that's what they're doing. They're putting country over party.
And that's another thing. I'm hearing so much fascism being thrown around surrounding
Trump is in fact
Trump.
a fascist. Yes, he meets all 14 tenets of fascism. It's not even up for discussion. And people that studied fascism were sounding the alarms in 2015. Like Holocaust survivors were sounding the alarms in 2015, and nobody listened.
I'll give you guys the nationalism check mark. Like, he definitely checks that box.
All
for
14 of
sure.
them, Bobcat. All 14 tenets of fascism. Every one of them.
It's not even up for debate.
But,
I was about to say he was
I
talking
mean,
about going
was
after his
he
political opponents.
Yeah.
He was talking
He
about
says
going
that
after
elections he
news
doesn't
outlets.
win are fraudulent. Like, he hits all 14.
How
He
many
talk-
lawsuits did he bring against Kamala and the DNC and Biden? How many
Multiple right
counts
now.
did he
There's
bring
multiple.
against
There's
them?
multiple lawsuits that he's filed, that his campaign has filed, just this week, just this past 2 weeks.
Not directly against Kamala and
Kamala,
the DNC.
her name is Kamala, and
It's
yes,
over
it's against
voting.
Kamala and the DNC.
I said Kamala.
No, you didn't. That's why everybody's correcting you in the chat.
I said Kamala. Kamala.
Okay, I feel like you're being, you're on 11. We need you to bring it down to a 7, Fred.
Hello, Bobcat. How are you?
I'm good. So remind me, who shot paintballs at their citizens during the lockdowns? Who used that force against their own citizens?
talking
Tim
about?
Walz. Remind me who speaks out. Who remind me who speaks. Yeah.
Bobcat,
Oh,
you
yeah.
remember me from yesterday?
Google it. There's videos that come straight up on Google. They can't even deny that one
so
anymore.
Tim Walz was standing out with a paintball guy?
No. He used military. He used the National Guard. He didn't do it himself. God, no. He'd never have the balls, nor should he. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say
National
this is not
Guard.
real. It says it's not real.
Look at the videos. That
Yes,
are right
I'm
there.
looking.
You might
Yeah,
have
and
to
it
go to
says it. Yeah, and it says
DuckDuckGo.
it's not real.
No, look,
It was posted initially by Hodge Twins on X, and the fact check was Walz didn't order police to shoot paintball guns at residents who violated COVID-19 lockdowns.
Yeah, it's Snopes says
False.
it's wrong.
So
PolitiFact
who are
says
the
it's false.
guys in military gear pointing? Who are the people in military gear shooting paintballs then in the videos?
I'm watching the video right here.
Hey, Norris, can you hear me? Yeah, I think because I have a different white woman as my profile picture, that Miss Bobcat doesn't remember me from yesterday or the day before. And it's
Oh,
the same
no.
she's, oh yes, absolutely yes. So it's the same thing, Jones. Just prepare for the pivot of the.
It says that. Oh, I'm sorry, Auntie. You sound really low.
Oh no, me and No Red's having a side conversation.
Oh. It was from
Police
George
just did what
Floyd,
they
not
wanted
during the
to do.
lockdowns, and that directive didn't come from Tim Walz at all. So okay, great.
That was the police.
Yep, it was
Just
the
doing what
police.
they wanted to do.
Correct.
But let's just give them blanket immunity so they can just do more heinous shit.
Right.
Thanks, Donald Trump.
Yeah. So that
Come
that
on.
wasn't. Yeah. So that wasn't. That was
I'm
during
not
George
meaning
Floyd.
to
It wasn't
ignore
during
you
COVID
guys or be
lockdown.
quiet.
What?
Don't be
I said I
disrespectful.
wasn't meaning to mute myself and ignore you guys.
Okay. No, you're good.
Yeah.
What?
So I
I
mean,
thought- I thought you
I
were
was
telling
trying to
Auntie
say
to
I
be
couldn't
quiet.
hear you guys because my.
Yes.
No.
So the video.
I was keeping myself on mute. 'cause
Gotcha, Bobcat. The video is from the George Floyd, and they were enforcing a curfew, and the police did that on their own accord. It had nothing to do with Tim Walz nor the COVID lockdowns.
It had nothing. He had no say in that.
He didn't.
He
that
didn't
was-
know
they were
anything
not-
about it. He didn't put an end to it.
He ended it.
Yeah, you
He-
know,
that was
government-
not at his direction.
Yeah.
They chose to use that method themselves. They were not directed to do that.
Yeah, so if you do a reverse image search
And
on
he
the
stepped
video,
in and stopped it. Then
no, so you do understand, right, that that Minnesota is a massive state, and so like he might not even known that this incident happened in the moments that it happened, or that this specific police department did that. Like Minnesota is not like a city.
so he can't keep an eye on one state. How's he going to keep an eye on the entire country?
Can we first identify that he did not direct the police to shoot paintballs at citizens during the COVID lockdown? That part is not true.
You're right. It was during the BLM.
and Tim Walz is not the one who directed it.
Apparently not.
Yeah, so like we can't just be saying things, you know what I'm saying, and just spreading misinformation for no reason. Like, Auntie, what did y'all talk about yesterday? I'd love to hear this. While I have the 14 tenets of fascism pulled up as well.
Miss Bobcat and I, and Hillbranch was in that space too. We were telling her everything that Kamala Harris has been doing. She's just repeating the same things that she did in that other live, and she's just doing it here.
We didn't
Trying to
talk about
find.
this yesterday.
Allow me to finish. I'm not done. I'm not done. Because you remember when you first came up into the box, somebody said Boo Cat, and you said it's Bobcat. You don't remember that? You
Yeah,
remember
what's that
that?
got to do with this conversation?
Because everything you're doing now, though it be a different topic or a different subject, is spreading misinformation and lies, looking for a gotcha moment and not getting it. That's what you're doing. The exact same thing.
I was really under the impression that Tim Walz knew about the paintballs being shot at his citizens in his own state. My bad for not understanding that he had no idea that that was happening.
Oh, and you couldn't have looked that up before you came up here and told that lie?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not like I
kind
was
of the
telling
thing.
a lie.
Yeah, but it is. You are repeating a lie. That's kind of like, you know, when Trump got on stage and said that they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, when, you know, obviously that wasn't true.
I'm from Ohio. You can ask the citizens here in Springfield.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
They've already been asked.
They were asked. They did a whole entire press conference. Like for 3 days in a row, they did town hall meetings. And they said that they love the Haitian people, that the Haitian people revitalized their economy.
And the governor even came out and said that that Trump needed to stop saying that, and he was disappointed as a Trump supporter that he continues to attack the legal immigrants, quote unquote legal, that y'all like to call illegal, that they were being attacked for no reason because they weren't doing anything.
The mayor said it. The police chief said it. The governor said it. You know what I'm saying? The citizens said it in their town hall meetings. But y'all keep on repeating the same lie.
I don't believe the whole dog thing. And I don't think they're eating the cats. They're just
The
sacrificing
lady found a
them.
cat.
They're
And
not.
it didn't even happen in Springfield. It happened in a different part of Ohio entirely. And the woman who they said did it wasn't Haitian, lived in Ohio her whole life. Canton, Ohio, correct.
No, not that one. Not that one. I thought she was from Indiana or some shit. Or no, she was from Canton. No, that was a psychological break that she was suffering, and that was years ago.
Correct. So it never happened. This thing about eating dogs and cats and ducks never happened.
And didn't J.D. Vance admit to
Oh,
lying?
the duck thing my husband saw with his own eyes.
Yeah, nobody believes your husband.
Bobcat, here you go again with the gotchas, right? So 2 geese.
It's not a gotcha.
Yes, it was, because you are spewing misinformation and lies yet again. It was 2 geese that were
already dead.
unalived by cars. They were already unalived, and they sent someone out from animal control
to pick them up,
collect
them. So people didn't continuously run over their carcasses.
And like these are things that Vance came out and said he was lying about to put them ahead in the race. He purposely spread
His whole comment
misinformation.
about story.
About what?
His comment about stories.
Creating
Can you hear
stories.
me?
Yes, creating stories.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that comment.
So if you saw him say that, then why are you continuously spreading the misinformation?
Well, you guys brought it up, not me. You brought up Springfield.
You brought up
and,
Ohio.
I mean, my husband did see it with his own eyes, so I don't know. I don't know.
Well, then your husband needs glasses.
I don't think so.
Well, are
He's
you
got
an
better vision than me.
optometrist? Because if you're not an optometrist, then maybe you should send him to one.
Now, her husband doesn't need new glasses. He needs to take off the racism. That's what your husband needs to take off
Mm-hmm.
the racist glasses. Yeah, because that's misinformation about Black folk, particularly people
It's
of
not
Haitian.
misinformation if you saw it.
It's not. It's misinformation if he saw something, did not do his research, said that Haitians in
He doesn't
Ohio
need
were eating.
research when it's right in front of his eyes. That is the
You're
research.
telling me your husband sat there and watched people unalive ducks and did nothing about it?
He didn't report it. He didn't call the
report it to
Department of
police?
Wildlife.
He does.
You know there's whole duck hunting seasons in Ohio, right? You know that ducks are
Not
regularly
at the
unalived
local
for
pond.
food, right? You know that you can go to a Chinese food restaurant and get golden duck right this damn minute. You know that, right? You know that duck is like something that they eat in France as a part of a regular meal. Like, you do know that, right?
Yes. Yes, and you know what poaching
You know
is,
people
I'm
eat
sure.
duck for turkey, right? I mean, for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I know people eat duck.
So again,
Yes.
Bobcat, my question
Turduckins.
remains. Right. So for just for clarification, Bobcat, your husband, with his 20/20 vision and his eyeballs, but his 90,000 for his racism, saw an image of somebody allegedly eating a duck, right? And didn't report it to anybody. Didn't do any research any further than what they saw on TV or wherever, and decided to share
You
this.
didn't see him eat it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a lie, Bobcat. It's a lie.
He didn't see
It's
him
a whole
eat it, and I
lie.
never said that. I said he
Yeah,
saw
but you
them go
said your
after the
husband
ducks.
after the ducks, and I just told you what the truth was, which is what your husband should have did before telling you that stupid ish, and you coming up here repeating it like it was a fact.
It is a fact. He saw it with his own eyes.
You don't know that it's a
them do what,
fact. You
Bobcat?
didn't see him see it.
Bobcat, he saw them do what? What did he see them
so
do?
now my husband's telling me stories and lying.
Bobcat.
Men lie to their wives all the
He
time.
saw them run after them at the pond,
and do
grab
what?
them by the neck and twist them, helicopter them around their head,
I'm sure
and
he
snap
didn't.
their neck.
I'm sure
and
he
then
didn't.
he saw
In
him
this-
walk away.
And he
Bobcat,
did nothing.
Bobcat.
He didn't report it or
In this
nothing.
age, in this age of the internet, first of all, there's several things wrong with what you said. In this age of the internet, if somebody was doing that, somebody would have captured it and it would have been all over the place. It would have been viral. Second, if your husband saw someone harming ducks in that manner, that they were not unaliving them in relation to Ohio law and what's permissible for duck hunting, why did he not report it? Why did he not take out his phone and take a picture
never
and
said
call
he
the
didn't,
Department of
did I?
Wildlife? I'm sorry?
Oh my God, the story keeps evolving. Just say
Because
you're
he was-
racist. Just say I'm a racist and we can move on.
I never said.
You don't have to say you're
Racist.
racist.
This is
We're
crazy.
Well, I
telling
mean,
you
I'm
that
sure to
you
you
are
guys
racist.
I am. I'm every name in the book.
Well, I mean, I don't
It
know.
is
If you're
crazy.
voting for
It
the
is
same
crazy.
people, if you're voting for the same people that the Triple K is voting for, I don't know. Seems a little.
Dude, and you guys are aligned with Diddy party goers. Like,
Oh, hold on. Put the
Bro,
pictures
no,
up.
you're
care
not,
about
Bobcat.
endorsements,
Yeah, don't do that.
care
Ooh,
about
you shouldn't have
who's
said that.
endorsing-
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's
You
still
shouldn't
a
have said that. This
conspiracy,
is not
isn't
going to
it?
go
That's
well for
still a
you.
conspiracy.
Mm-mm.
Y'all will never win that argument.
Go for it.
The amount of pictures Trump has with Diddy is insane. And then on top of that, he got sued with Jeffrey Epstein. It was on his
Oh, y'all didn't hear the
7
new
times.
audio that just came out with Epstein talking about it?
I heard it this morning.
Yeah.
It's crazy. On the plane 7 times more than
Oh, I
what
didn't
they
hear
first,
anything this morning.
Here, let's
I
look
didn't
at
hear any new news this morning.
Here,
Can you
let's
catch
look at
me
all
up?
of this. Who is Trump with in all of these pictures? From the early 90s all the way through the 2000s. Through the 2010s, through the 2020. Why is he in so many pictures with him?
Right.
So many.
Diddy says that they were at the same events often. And he
But
said
some of them were
something
at
about
Diddy's
God
party.
had
Yeah,
a
no,
different purpose.
This is a Diddy party. This is at a horse race. I don't remember what this one's at a horse race as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's him with Donald Trump's second wife. That's with, first wife. That's with him with Donald Trump's second wife. Like, and that's him with Melania. Like, they've been intertwined. They even hosted boat fashion parties with young models together.
I will say
for
that
decades.
If anything,
that Trump didn't stop hosting those parties until 2015.
I will say that if anything comes out, like actual proof of any nefarious wrongdoings between Trump and Diddy together, that would be where
But there's
already
he's already done
harmed
stuff
women.
with Epstein.
Well, he was in the entertainment industry for forever. Of course, he's going to go to the same events that Diddy is at, as does all the other celebrities.
Yeah, but the one picture with Kamala and Diddy in the same picture was photoshopped. The one picture with Kamala and Diddy in the same picture was photoshopped. It wasn't even a real picture.
It was. So yeah, I know. You're not telling me anything new here.
This wasn't enough. You didn't draw the line here?
Yeah, that just doesn't do it for me.
So 9 jurors finding enough evidence to adjudicate him for rape, that doesn't do it for you?
Well, they ignored his DNA that he submitted
Wrong.
with 10 days left
Wrong.
in the timeline.
Wrong.
Nope.
Wrong. They asked for it for 2.5 years.
Correct.
And the judge
Correct.
said that if you don't provide it by this deadline, then don't try to bring it up later. And he understood his lawyers only offered the DNA as a stall tactic. They knew that the judge was not going to accept it. If somebody accused me of rape and they asked for my DNA, I would have camped outside of LabCorp.
If they knew, don't you think they would have pushed back the timeline if, like, they knew they could have had some, like, cold, hard evidence like that, regardless of him giving it to them with only 10 days left?
There was enough evidence without the DNA.
But you draw the line with Tim Walz allegedly directing the police to shoot paintballs at people. This man, Donald Trump, actually SA'd somebody, but like paintballs are not okay. We're okay with SA, but paintballs, no, we're not doing that. And we're not going to research whether any of those things actually happen.
How many times
An SA
you've
victim
been
is
SA'd?
not going to brag about
You've been
her
SA'd?
shopping spree
You've
and
been
call
SA'd?
it sexy.
They never did that.
That's not what she said.
But she never did that.
You're gross.
3 times?
She never did that.
Very gross.
Brittany Broski, I have had enough of you today. I have absolutely had it. I have absolutely had enough of you today. I've absolutely had enough of you today.
We know.
I really have.
Wait, before we kick Bobcat, I just have one last question. Do you justify the essay of E. Jean Carroll? Like, would you justify him like saying that he goes and she's gone. Never mind.
Yeah, because she.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not hard. I'm not gonna say nothing, and I'm not trying to dox her. Yeah. Gotta be quicker than that, sweetie, because the other day when I went to your platform, it was not private, and now it's private. But now I'm sick of you in public. I bet not see you nowhere else in our space again.
Brittany, if your husband won't pay attention to you, get a new husband while no fault divorce is a thing. You don't have to come here for attention. It's okay.
Yeah. And learn how to blend that eyeshadow in the crease of your eye.
Yikes.
It's not a good look, Bookie. Learn how to blend. Yeah, and your eyebrows are twins. They're just not identical. They're like they like cousins.
Kissing cousins?
No, they like cousins with the same mama, 2 different daddies. Do work on them eyebrows, Bookie. Okay? Yeah, and learn how, when applying lipstick, to give a little bit more lip at the top. Because your top lip like a paper clip, but your bottom lip looks like a swollen coochie on a pregnant dog. So
Yikes.
work that out. Work that out, Bookie. Yeah, I'm sick of you and your kind. Respectfully. Hee hee. Yeah. Because see, you can't post videos and then go private and not. Yeah, okay, that's all I got because I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to be accused of doxing you, but go get some makeup tips. I heard Jeffree Star is a good example. Go check it. Go check it. My God, today.
Leslie says, sorry they haven't been around. They've been busy. Hey, Leslie, you don't have to apologize to us.
Yeah, baby, them eyebrows is fighting for supremacy, just like her.
Hey, guys, let's make sure we're tapping the screen. No Raz, you want to do a PSA really quickly? Oh, no Raz left. I never noticed. I just looked down and they're gone.
I probably made her fall over from laughter. Let me check on my sister No Reds, because sometimes I do be saying stuff that take her out the flow.
Buster, what's up?
Oh, I just heard Auntie bring up Jeffree Star's name, and I tell you what, that SOB, I have no support for him. My son toured with him, and and my son was 20 at the time. He had the bodyguards hold my son down while he raped him. My son turned into an
Yo, yikes! Hey, what the fuck?
Hey!
Lady!
God damn it! The hell! Whoa!
I'll be right back, y'all. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, shit!
My bad, y'all. That was insanity. And we was doing well on the taps and the likes and the everything. That was absolutely bad shit. I can't believe she just did that. Nah, bro, I'm not repeating that. I'm not bringing that up at all. I don't even understand, man. Trick-or-treating was good. I'm just trying to stop the children from running out in the street is the biggest part. But it was good. What's up, Dale?
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Glad to hear it. You got some water? Say something kind about yourself.
The first one, yeah.
The first one,
I gotta go visit the bathroom mirror if I need to say the second one.
Okay.
Okay. How about you?
Absolutely.
Good. Amanda.
Hi. What happened?
Yo, some lady came in here and crashed out immediately.
Oh.
No trigger warning, no nothing.
Yeah, I wanna, cause I just can I say like a small thing and not even about what happened, but just like the
Eddie,
what
that's a
that does
lie.
to other people.
Can you tell me about it in text message? What happened? What I missed? Still, but go ahead.
Yeah,
About the
I'll
other
say
thing.
it word for word. But y'all, we gotta stop coming up onto public, or not even public, just platforms in front of anyone and just trauma dumping like that.
And yelling out fucking accusations and shit.
Yeah. First of all, y'all don't know what that does to other people, let alone like honestly, like you could change someone's whole day just by saying things like that. So it's very important that we don't do things like that. We will not be repeating what has been said. If you didn't hear it, that's up to you. I don't, you know, whatever. But please stop doing that to other people. This happens way too much. And it's horrible to do to other people. There are ways to talk about these things other than dumping it on 2,000 people. And that's all I had to say. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Dale.
Still text me though.
Yeah, I am now. Thank you.
Okay. I thought you got a flag.
But it was probably coming.
I went to go get a mini bagel and go to the bathroom. I came back and everybody was gone. I sent a message to the person that we're supposed to have come up, but I haven't seen them and they haven't responded to my message. Hey, Leslie.
Oh yeah. When is your mic supposed to come? Let me see.
I don't know. I don't have your Amazon password. I mean, I'm sure I do, but
Yes, you do.
I'm sure.
It's logged in on your laptop.
No, it's not. When?
It's out for delivery right now.
Yay!
No, Raz, you're telling me this whole time you could have been going on a shopping spree?
Hold on, let me change my Google browser over to Mr. Jones's profile. Go check out this Amazon. Where are your headphones coming today?
They should be here between.
I am logged into your Amazon.
I told you.
All right, no, Raz, I'm gonna send you a list.
That's how much you trust me. That's so sweet. Oh.
It says they should be here by 1:30.
Do they sell
Let's see what
ponies
kind of
on
other
Amazon?
things you were buying.
Nothing exciting. I'm boring. Like I don't buy.
You are. There is nothing exciting in here.
I don't really buy like hairspray, organic chai tea, water, refrigerator filters,
Sprite Zero,
school clothes for the girls, expo eraser and markers.
Yeah, there's nothing on there. I was
The
just
curtains on my
I wouldn't even
bed.
look. I don't even look through your shit anyway. So much so that I didn't even know I was logged into your Amazon. Like I don't, unless you tell me I can. I don't go in there. Even like
Hangers.
with your
Thank
DMs
you,
and
Jody.
emails. You're like, you can look, it's in there. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And if I do it, I tell you. 'Cause I feel like that's a violation of privacy.
Notice no soap was on that list that you mentioned.
Yeah, nah, we don't do that.
Hmm.
We don't do that. That's weird. Only
That's why I
reason there's
went
soap
home.
in my shower is because somebody else put it there.
It's my soap.
Otherwise, hot water. That's all you need.
That's why I went home yesterday. You're funky. I'm just kidding. Jones doesn't smell bad.
I only use natural juices and berries. Y'all know what that's from. He said, what do you put in this? Only natural
Coming to
juices
America.
and berries. Okay, there you go. Y'all know y'all shit. That's right. That's all you gotta do is just burn the germs away. Hot water.
You didn't hear me say it?
What are you putting that? Ultra perm? That's right,
You're
Oak
just not
Tree.
listening to me. It's fine.
I am.
Thank
I
you,
heard
Leslie.
you. It was coming to America, yes.
I gotta make Joss a doctor's appointment, so I'm gonna mute for a minute.
Man, that's just ultra perm. Yeah, that movie is one of the greatest movies ever made. You ain't never met no Dr. Martin Luther King.
So, have you done the map recently?
Have I done the map recently?
Yeah.
I think I did it yesterday.
Oh, okay. I must have missed it. What do you think the final is going to be?
So let me look at the map right now. Around 270 to win. Electoral based map and polls. So let's see what we're looking at right now. Well, the most recent polls, we can't really put a lot of credit into them because the Conservative Party is paying, you know what I'm saying, pollsters in these organizations to poll specific demographics of people. And those specific demographics of people are conservative voters that are most likely voters that'll vote on election day. It's kind of weird. So if we're looking at it nationally, Harris still holds a lead, leading in Wisconsin. It's tied in Pennsylvania, leading in Virginia by a significant amount, leading in Minnesota, but by a pretty significant amount, 6.3. North Carolina, it's right within the margin of error, so it's 47.1, 48.7. So it's hard to say. Georgia, same, a point. Maryland, he's getting smoked. That's really close for Iowa. That's crazy. I'm looking for... That's way close for Kansas, too. Kansas is, you know, historically red, red, red. Colorado's good. I'm looking for New Mexico. Oh, there it is. Oh, they're leading in New Mexico by a lot. Nevada's tied. So, let me go back to the map. Oh, Arizona, that's the one I wanted to check. Oh, there's not a recent Arizona poll? Well, that's weird. Oh, there it is. Oh, it basically tied too. So there's really not, it's going to be hard to say. But like boots on the ground, because I check in with like people that are working on their ground game in those areas. They are saying Pennsylvania is a lock. So, but I'm just going to put it in light blue. Wisconsin is definitely, in my opinion, is a win. in Michigan as well. I mean, that's essentially the blue wall, and that puts her at 270. She wouldn't have to win North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, or Nevada, and that would be the end of the race. So, I mean, our eyes are just going to have to be on Pennsylvania. Texas is light red right now, and Florida is light red. So is Kansas, so is Iowa, and so is Ohio, which is crazy that they're light red. I mean, this is building up just depending on what this is, just like depending on, same day voting and what is actually going on, boots on the ground. This is framing itself to be a fucking blowout. Honestly.
I hope so.
But y'all don't be complacent. Remember they said that
I know.
with Hillary.
I voted today.
Right.
No,
I voted today.
I'm not talking to you. I know you know. But the chat,
I already
like,
did.
don't
Everybody
be
else
comfy.
needs to show up. So, Mr. Jones, we have our friend here, Mr. Sunday.
Go ahead. Yeah, you guys
is...
go ahead and spell it out. I'm going to look at this election lab thing somebody was just telling me about while you guys talk about that. Give me one second. Sorry. I'm trying to find the comment again.
Okay. Can I talk while you do that?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So Mr. Sunday is a TUFF fam member who we're going to give some help to Mr. Sunday, so everybody be ready. Mr. Sunday, if you can put in the chat any way that we can help you. We cannot use my Cash App. I am locked out from yesterday. Anything that tries to go in over a certain amount, it just kicks it out even though I verified my ID. But Mr. Sunday, if you could just tell everybody a little bit what's going on and what you need help with.
Yeah, absolutely. First off, thank you. I'm very appreciative to be here. I'll get my everything into the chat, but real quick, I'll just say that Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, they're all the same as Mr. Sunday Show. And like I said, I'll get that in the chat. Yeah, so unfortunately, I've fallen on some really, really hard times. I am currently being evicted. I have until the 20th to get out. My landlord said that if I can get out by then they will stop the eviction, so it won't actually go on my record. The reason I've landed in this spot was apparently I forgot to file taxes one year, so a tax levy has hit me very hard and cut my income in half. So yeah, I'm just trying to get what I can raise so I can get a new place, get the security deposit out, get everything set, and hopefully do it before the 20th, so I don't have to actually go to court on this.
Right, and it's not just you, Mr. Sunday, it's also you and your child, is that right?
Yep. I have a 16-year-old daughter, and I also have a 9-year-old dog. She's right over here. She's my favorite. But yes, so I do have a daughter and the dog as well.
So your landlord has already filed the eviction.
Yep.
So you're in the process now. We're trying to make sure that Mr. Sunday is able to keep a roof over his head and his daughter and his dog. Can you tell them just a little bit about like how much you need so that you're able to move into a new place?
Yeah, so I've been looking at apartments in the area, and based on what I found, it's going to be about close to $2,000 total between the first month, the application, and then the security deposit.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what we can do, Tough Fam. Let's get some pay links, Mr. Sunday. I'll put them in the poll. So just give me 1 second. Let me get a poll up. It'll obviously make me wait to approve it, which usually takes a minute or two. But I'm writing it out now. Mutual aid. All right. What's your Cash App and Venmo?
So they're both Mr. Sunday Show.
Is there any like period or anything, or it's just straight Mr. Sunday Show?
Nope, just straight Mr. Sunday Show.
Okay. All right, you guys, Tough Fam, let's get it done. Let's help our good friend here, one of our Tough Fam members who's been with us forever and a day. Make sure that everything is taken care of for him, because we like to do that. We like to help each other out. This is what community is all about.
I appreciate it so much.
There you go.
Gonna help.
The poll is up there right now. Did you find it, Jones? You did?
Yeah. So this is telling. This is telling. So total voted Total Democrat votes placed so far. And this is the with party registration data from Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, no, that's not what that is. Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Dakota, Utah, West Virginia, and Wyoming. I didn't see Virginia in that list. But we know Virginia has been solidly blue for some years now. So is Maryland. So 12,866,000 Democrats have voted. 11,990 million Republicans have voted. And 8,444,000 non-party affiliated people have voted. 7.6% of that are 18 to 25, 15.5% are 26 to 40, 38.9 are 41 to 65, and 38.1 are over the age of 65. 8 million, so 54% of the total vote so far is women. 54% of the total vote so far is women. 65% of that are non-Hispanic white people. I don't see there being a lot of registered Democrats voting. I don't see as many registered Democrats voting Republican as I do Republicans voting for Kamala Harris as a Democrat. If we're looking at Pennsylvania specifically, right now there's 1,615,637 early votes. But I don't know that it breaks down Pennsylvania specifically in terms of Republican to Democrat. It does not. Oh, maybe it does. Sorry, I didn't look at this. Okay, let's go to Pennsylvania. Whoa, shit. Yeah, it does. So, Jesus Christ. Over 500,000 more Democrats have voted than Republicans in Pennsylvania so far. $500,000.
I'm still waiting for them to find out how 180,000 Amish registered when there's only 100,000 Amish in the state.
There's what now?
So the estimated registered Amish was 180,000, but there's only estimated to be 100,000 Amish in Pennsylvania.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The Amish, I don't know that much about Amish culture. Just a little bit.
Yep, somebody said so it's Scott Pressler. Do you know that name?
I don't.
So, like, I'll give the guy credit. There's nobody I've heard of that has been, like, boots on the ground going everywhere. He moved to Pennsylvania so that he could help register voters there and vote there and everything. And he
there are
went,
currently 92,000 Amish people of all ages in Pennsylvania, according to Pew Research.
Yep, and one of the guys that was working with him,
Oh,
he was posting on
there are
TikTok.
180,000 registered new Amish voters in Lancaster, Pennsylvania is not true. It's a lie.
So they did already. Okay, I wasn't sure if they had fact checked it. I knew it couldn't be right.
Yeah, in Lancaster, there's only 38,000. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much about the Amish culture or what like their political leanings are. I wasn't even certain that they really participated that much in the federal government. I know they have
really
to in state.
don't.
I know that they have to in the state government because like it protects their rights to have somewhat autonomy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's a few things that really go against their culture with it. First off, if they do vote, it's usually like the senior men in the communities.
Oh, really?
But then if they have to get an ID to vote, they don't get their picture taken generally. So they have to be like a specific set of people out of a very specific set of people already. So it really limits the amount that could possibly have actually done it.
Yeah. I did used to have some business dealings when I had my little remodeling business. I don't know why I said it little like that, like it was insignificant. But back in Virginia when we were remodeling homes, we went up to Pennsylvania often to get custom goods from them.
Oh yeah, like they make amazing stuff, and their baked goods are phenomenal. Mm-hmm.
But I never talked to them about politics or anything like that.
No, I would never even think to talk to them about that. As far as I know, they wouldn't know who's even like president or anything.
50 million crypto voters is crazy town. User social security number. What's that? Hey, Brooks, I did realize that. I did see some instances of that. User, I don't see you up there. And Mr. Sunday, are we getting you any help there, buddy?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just gonna say, I'd like to thank. There's so many people. I'm pulling it up right now on my other device, so I can see where things are at. Actually, but yeah, no, excuse me. It's been incredible so far, the support that's coming in. I appreciate everybody so much.
Do Amish people get social security numbers? Oh, the cash apps are failing. Try Venmo, guys. I know for those who don't have business accounts, if they get too many donations too fast, it'll stop them from being able to get them. So try Venmo or PayPal, or if you send it, how can we do it? Venmo worked? Yeah. But yeah, it'll start to flag it. Cash App is just weird like that. It just started doing that.
Yeah, and PayPal does work.
That's
well,
disgusting
so
that you would come in here with that white woman as your profile and say something like that, lady. That's crazy. That's absolutely nuts.
Hey, what do you think of that article I sent you yesterday about Biden officially adding 2 more races to the census?
No, those aren't right. They're not races. They're ethnicities.
Well, that's what they've always been listed as, but now he signed and put them. They're going to be on the census under the races category.
It'll say race and or ethnicity if people choose to use the ethnicity as opposed to a race. I went and read the actual legislation yesterday.
Okay.
While I was taking my daily walk.
Okay.
I was talking to NORADs about it, I think, yesterday when we were on the phone.
Damn. It sounded way too good to be true. I should have gone and read the bill. That was my I don't know why I was so excited. It's like, what, now I can be, like, officially oppressed or something?
Right.
Is that how it works?
Hey, Jones, if you need to use my Cash App, you can. Because I showed you what I got yesterday, and
Mm-hmm.
I did send it.
Yeah,
So
but
they can
then
use my
it's still
Cash
going to
App.
have the issue whether we can get it to him or not, because I still won't be able to forward it. The
Did
U.S.
he get locked
Census,
out too?
huh?
Did he get locked out too?
I think it blocked a couple of them. People are saying in
Yeah,
the chat.
I'm taking
So
a
they're
look
adding
here.
Middle Eastern or North African. So MENA descent is one of the things that they're adding. But you know what is funny though? It's not really funny, haha. It's just strange that it was people from that region that originally sued the American government to be classified as white.
What? That is wild.
So now I
They
guess
changed their mind.
Huh?
They just changed their mind, apparently. Or now they just don't care about it? Yeah, that's weird.
It says a box that appears under a reformatted question asking for a person's race or ethnicity.
Okay.
But I think that they're gonna classify MENA as an actual race, Middle Eastern or North African. But a Hispanic or Latino would just be a new option for ethnicity. Huh. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So yes, it'll say Middle Eastern or North African and Hispanic or Latino in a box that appears under a reformatted question asking for a person's race or ethnicity.
Okay, so I can be officially oppressed? Like,
essentially.
All right. Mm-hmm.
If approved, the changes would address longstanding difficulties many Latinos have had in answering a question about race. This does not include a response for Hispanic or Latino, which the federal government recognizes only as an ethnicity and not, and that can be of any race, which is true. I don't know, man. They make this shit too confusing. Like, there's a solution for all
really
of this.
Do. Just get rid of the races. Go back to the way it was, before the slave trade started.
Yeah. Like, just focus on, like, people could be proud of their nationality, but I don't know, man. I just think all this shit is
But
weird.
how would they uphold white supremacy without race?
It's true.
Oh, man. In Portugal, no document states your race? I didn't know that. Huh. Truth Matters, what's up?
I think I just came up here accidentally. You could just drop me back down, honey.
Okay. All right. No problem. I don't think that they meant to request either, but the Trump campaign is texting you. I had signed up for their text message. So I had signed up for like this dinner or this like what was that event? No Rads?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like Don Jr. was hosting like an event, and I signed up from
some weird donor dinner thing.
Yeah, I signed up for it from like so many different accounts. It didn't make any sense.
Auntie, what is this?
And then I started getting their text messages.
I want to know how to get off the list. Like, how do I get off people's lists?
Well, I didn't do it from any accounts that I like actually use though.
Yeah, that's what I do. I have a completely separate account where all the junk can go.
Well, no,
but I just kept signing up and signing up and signing up and signing up. Like 100 some odd tickets.
I do the stop thing, but there's always another one.
Because they sell your information.
I'm not proud of this, but in 2020, I was
Thank
getting
you,
so many
Lisa
text
Snow.
messages.
I appreciate you.
Since I'm in Florida, like, I literally went
Big
off
W,
on
Lisa
somebody.
Snow.
I do it all the
in
time.
text messages. I said, I swear to God, if you guys send me one more text message, I'm gonna vote for Trump. Don't fucking contact me. And that was
Well,
it.
I would never say anything crazy like that. That's called crashing out, friend. You crashed out.
Yeah, you did.
You know how many text messages I was getting?
I get a lot of them.
So do
but
I.
if they
I don't-
say,
it doesn't
okay, so
bother
here's
me 'cause I don't
something that
check
you
text
guys didn't
messages
know.
anyway.
You may not know. If you get a text message from somebody that says like, "Hi, this is Ruby or Jessica or whatever," there's actually somebody. Those are people who are text banking. So normally I just write back something nice, like thanking them for their time and tell them that I'm already voting for Kamala or whomever it is. And
Yep.
when I respond and say, "Hey, can you just take me off the list?" they never text me again. At the beginning of like this election cycle, I was getting bombarded, especially like August, September. I was getting bombarded, and I was like, "Hey," so one by one, like it was for Harris, it was for Debbie McCarcel Powell, and then like a whole bunch of other people, and they just stopped. I don't even get the text messages anymore.
I still get them, even though I say I do the stop thing. Like, I've been getting an insane amount.
Well, they don't
And
love you.
listen,
I don't
y'all,
know.
I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad about it. I'm sorry. Like, I don't feel
You
bad
don't
about
have
it.
to, you know.
Like,
That's
I
annoying.
shouldn't have to take time out of my day to like be getting off of these lists that I never got on. Yeah, they could check my voting record. I obviously wasn't going to vote for Trump. Like, normally I did text stop, but I still get text messages. You realize there's like a bunch of different lists. Like, it's not just one list.
I missed a whole bunch of things going on because I had a phone call. My kid wants me to pick her up from school. I'm not picking her up.
Andrea, blocking the number doesn't help because they all use a bunch of different numbers. So
Oh man, I love how people on YouTube don't know how the vice presidency works.
Oh, they have no idea.
I also get a
They
bunch
think
of
like
stuff from DeSantis too, which is bananas because I've never voted Republican my entire life. Like,
I don't get anything digitally from any Republicans, but I have gotten 300 mailers from them.
oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even talked about the mailers. The mailers are insane.
And I wasn't happy about it because there was no Harris ones. And now all of a sudden I've been getting flooded with the Harris ones. So I'm actually thinking if this was strategic to wait until the very end to flood them out there.
Possibly. How are you doing on your goal, Mr. Sunday?
Yeah, I was just going to say I was finally able to check everything about a third of the way there. I appreciate everybody so much. Seriously, it's so amazing. I'm going to break down at some point during this. I just know I am. So.
No worries. No worries. Do you know if your landlord was able, like if you were able to work something out with them to stop the eviction and stay where you are now?
So I cannot stay where I am, but they will, as long as I'm out by the 20th, then they will cancel out the actual eviction in the court, so it won't appear on my record.
Okay.
So, and I've been in contact with a lot of places. I've reached out to probably 25 of them so far. So yeah, I've been checking everywhere. I mean, there's one company that has a bunch of properties that I've been talking with. And so, yeah, there are places available that I can get into right away.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, definitely.
I missed everything that you guys were talking about. Auntie, you sent me something, but what did you like? Why did you send me that? Because I couldn't hear you guys. Oh, I just realized that my camera wasn't on, so you have no idea that I was
Oh
even really
no,
like.
that's what when y'all were talking about race and ethnicity. That allegedly is the new proposed option for the upcoming census in 2030.
Why am I checking?
It was signed. It was already signed. It was on my birthday, March 28th this year. He signed into law that, yeah, I can't remember what Jones referred to that subsection of people as right now. I can't. But,
I'm not white anymore?
I mean, I'm Hispanic, like officially now, Hispanic/Latino. So.
Oh boy, that must have been an interesting conversation.
Well, he went through it for a while because at first it looked like it was just going to be like some additional weird option that they were making, like they're going to make a third category besides race and ethnicity. But no, they're adding them right in. So there's now officially, quote unquote, 7 races according to the United States.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was trying to get everyone's attention.
All right. Jones, please check agents. Like, right meow. Oh, you can't hear me yet. Hey, babe. I need you to check your text messages.
Yo, is Bobo Cat in here fucking threatening folk?
Yeah.
I blocked her and screenshotted all of it.
Yeah, Bobo Cat, come on, man.
I blocked her already. I need a way to send all of it to Auntie, though, because it was towards Auntie.
I'll forward it to her.
Y'all be doing the most, man.
You want me to just send it to you on Discord, no rats?
No, I got it.
I got it.
It's already uploading.
Oh, you already screenshotted it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's already going over Auntie right now.
Alright. I'm gonna drop.
Over here threatening folks.
Being racist on the internet is so weird, y'all. BJ, what's that? All right. Good talk, man. Glad we had it.
I don't know how I feel about this new category thing because I feel like it's going to make the white Cubans even more insufferable. Like Luisito.
Oh man.
I mean, I completely agree with like the basic reasoning behind it. There's enough of each ethnicity that they could be counted as a separate race instead of having to put things like 2 or more races or other and a random like.
Yeah, but the thing is, at the end of the day, like when it comes to white supremacy, like if you got like any kind of melanin, they're gonna put you in the black category. As far as like discrimination and stuff, like they're gonna treat you like an other. So I think it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, legit. Like if it was up to them, the categories would be white and other.
Yeah.
Or white and non-white. Yeah.
So, Mr. Sunday, do we have a total? Like, how much more do we need?
Yeah, let me give me a second here. Let me go through everything and I'll add it up.
Crunch the numbers for us, friend.
If anybody was reaching out for mutual aid, if this is something that you need, there's a form that you can fill out. Right now, we are focusing on specific criteria. If you do not meet that criteria, because we have such a large influx of need for aid, it does take a while to get back sometimes. So please keep that in mind. But also, if you're not meeting that criteria, we can try and give you some resources, but that's the best we can do. And I know that sucks, but we only have so much that we can do right now. As the organization grows, as we get all of the official nonprofit stuff in play, that will change. It will be easier for us to take care of you guys when you need help. But please understand that there's a very small team of people and only so much funding that we can do. So that is why, we do these lives every day, not only for the education, but to open up our community to other people, and then also to be able to help people when they need help. But unfortunately, we can't help everybody every time they need help. We just can't. I wish we could. If we could, I would. If I had $1 million, I'd give it all to you. Even though $1 million's not that much, I'd share.
and what you guys do is incredibly amazing.
I
The
just
fact
need a
that you're
boob
helping
job.
me.
That's
I just
crazy.
need
I
a
just
boob
need a
job.
boob job. It's crazy.
Look, fuck all these bills. If I can get a boob job, I can get these bills paid. I'm just saying. Respectfully. God damn it. Don't get off the floor because you know I'm telling the truth.
Yo, one time, I'm not even gonna lie. One time I was having a friend. I was on the phone with a friend and I was in the grocery store and I'm walking through the grocery store and they're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna quit my job and I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying, like go be a stripper. And you know, we're in our 40s. So I was like, you still look great for 40. I'm sure that, you know what I'm saying, like there's a market for that. Not even thinking with what I was saying at all. Didn't even dawn on me. And then all I heard was click.
That's awesome, Sassy.
Yeah, like a boob job and a tummy tuck. Baby, listen. Baby, listen. Won't be no discounts on the fans of holiness. It won't be. And it won't be. I can get these bills paid.
Hey, listen,
Okay?
I thought that I was saying something nice. Legitimately.
And not that I priced it no rags for the whole thing. Give or take a penny or two. It's about $12,279 and change. I don't
You're
give a
paying
shit
too
about
much
all
money.
these bills. I don't give a shit about these collection notices. I don't give a shit about none of that shit. If you could get that done, I could work everything else out. It'll take me about 2-3 months. Respectfully.
Where are you trying to go for $12,000? I'm gonna need you to engage in medical tourism.
Oh, down to the Miami place.
Oof,
Focus.
Miami. Okay, so let me tell you, Miami. Many of the surgeons in Miami are chop shops. If many of them. So if you're gonna do that, you might as well pay half and go to Mexico or the Dominican Republic.
Auntie, if you're seriously considering Miami,
thank
gotta
you,
reach out
Lisa.
to
I
me
appreciate
because
you.
I worked for a plastic surgeon in Miami.
I know,
so I
Alina's
like know all the
gatekeeping.
tea. I know all the
Alina's
tea.
Well, I'm gonna do
gatekeeping.
research. I'm checking your license. I'm checking to see if you got anything against your license. I'm doing all the check-ins. But I'm just saying, as long as it ain't silicone to fix a flat, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right.
That's wild.
Crazy.
Like, diabolical is my middle name. Auntie Diabolical.
I believe it. I believe it.
Oh, shit.
All right, so I got the numbers, and current total is 656.
That's not bad at all. That's a good job.
No, that's awesome. I'm just now thinking that I could share this out to people too.
When you came up the first time, Jones, I was screen recording another live, of course, the conservative live. And this little girl got up there, I'm gonna post it on my YouTube, saying we need to take God in the voting booth. This is why the world
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. But not Jim Crow Jesus. Like, if you talking about like provide for the
humanity, but that wasn't her message. Her
Oh.
message was like, we no longer have morals and values and ethics because we took the Bible and the Lord out of school, and we don't have a relationship with God, and this is why America has been so moralist, or black people specifically is who she was talking about. That black people no longer have morals because we don't take God into the voting booth. I was like, huh? And then we had a a pimp pastor who, what question? And this is not rhetorical, this is an honest question. And I don't know if it's anti-black or xenophobic, but goddamn, I'm gonna ask the question. Why folk come is it that when black men go to jail, they don't know nothing about Jesus?
And they come out and know everything about him. Now they come out and they're a prophet. Like the homeboy I debated.
Yeah, Mr. Demetrius. It's him and all the other pulpit pastors from the penitentiary.
Grifters.
I'm like, if you didn't know Jesus before you went in, why you put a saddle on him and riding him when you in there, and then when you come out and want to talk about Jesus?
Hey, listen, when I tell
Like, is
you,
it me or is that the norm, the exception? Because I seen Mr. Demetrius this morning.
you
with
can
the seven
only play
blessings.
spades, but so many times. You can only play chess and checkers, but so many times. There's only so much shit to do out in the yard. Books be the only place you can escape mentally.
But still, seven blessings, my sister, seven blessings.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to bring God back into the church, into the school. Seven blessings, seven blessings. And did you see Kamala Harris? I mean, did you see Jennifer Lopez? She endorsed Kamala Harris, and then she came out like a devil. I was like, motherfucker, yesterday was Halloween.
Oh,
So
man.
that video of you debating Demetrius
On YouTube,
was like the first. Yeah, it was like one of the first things after I found you on here that I went and looked up, and I absolutely loved it. And I actually got on there with him like 3 weeks ago, and it got about 7, 8 minutes in before he just kicked me out because he could not. He had nothing for anything that I was saying. And as soon as he kicks me out, he's like, "Oh yeah, I just totally owned him. Just another crazy lib, blah blah blah." But yeah, he didn't like when I called out. I'm like, dude, stop repeating your shit 3 times. Like, it's a tactic that nobody with a brain works on.
Yeah, nah,
It was
listen, man.
ridiculous.
I dragged him all over TikTok.
Oh yeah, it was incredible. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, but bro, I mean, literally, yeah, I heard about the floating PA, which is absolutely insane. But racism be racism.
Did you see my text message? Can you do that for me, please?
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I'll actually buy that. I'll send that.
You're gonna be at her birthday party.
Oh, that's what this is for?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh.
It's for Chicken Nuggets B-Day. But I just want to make sure my name and address weren't on there.
Nah, it just says, well, I mean, it is for me because I see it. But no, it just says no rads and then the city and state, the gift registry address. But I mean,
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to my P.O. box, so it doesn't matter. But
okay.
I just want to make sure that
I can't really say what I can't say. You guys, you got to look up the floating PA. I can't really say what it's about. You know what I'm saying? But it was some Trump supporters doing some, wildly racist shit.
So a Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly.
And also do for decorations. No, I already have that taken care of. It's in my link tree now.
All right, let's introduce the person at the top. Ezo, what's up? You're muted, friend. Hey guys, I know we had to restart, but our likes are like garbage right now. We gotta get the likes and shares and gift the panel and stuff like that so we can potentially get other people in here. Also, you guys gotta remember I'm on my backup account, so I don't get the same exposure on my backup account as I get on my main account, unfortunately. Unfortunately. All right, I don't think this person knows that they're up here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drop them down.
His profile photo is scary.
That is a little concerning. It is a little concerning.
I put it on there. It's on my link tree. It says "Little Chicken's B-Day list."
I saw this video earlier today. hilarious. Hold on, let me see if I can get it back.
Tied. The election's in, what, 5 days now? And we could be really screwed if Sweet Potato Hitler gets back in office.
Really? You said Sweet Potato Hitler? That's strong language.
Wow.
I think it's fitting.
What did you think when you saw that rally at Madison Square Garden?
I don't think you want my exact thoughts.
No, I do.
How the hell can people still believe this man ever speaks the truth? He's not a good businessman. I don't believe how people actually listen to him and think that he knows anything of what he speaks of.
You're
Thank you so much.
Working class American? What do you do?
I drive a truck.
Now, if I can be honest with you, I'm sure people look at you and they think you have the beard, you're a white guy.
They think I'm a redneck, yeah.
They think that you're a Trump supporter.
Oh, yeah.
So
I am far from it.
So even as a working class American, you believe that the vice president is looking out for working class Americans more so than Donald Trump?
Oh, my God, absolutely. How is that even a question? He doesn't care about us.
Church, tell him.
At 41%.
Am I allowed to say he's one of the good ones? Can I say that? Am I allowed
I think you're allowed to say it.
I'm allowed to say it?
I think so.
Colin Allred is leading Ted Cruz. Sweet Potato Shitler is funny. I wish I'd have heard that sooner, and sooner on I would have made that a shirt.
Yeah, that one looks really
How many
good.
times do I have to hear the same thing? Poor little me, give me something for free. So tired of you people's victim complex. You won't die if you simply comply, but instead resistance is your reflex.
Resistance been our response since we were stolen from our land. Human trafficked across the ocean and then sold to you, white man.
Oh my God, don't start that shit. I ain't never owned no slave and you ain't never been whipped. That's just the facts. Besides, my family was poor when they came here. We ain't never owned no blacks.
Your ignorance pours from your hate-filled lips. Whitewashed history got you confused and convinced. America's not your home. You raped and murdered for this land. You are the illegal immigrants that you claim you can't stand.
Facts.
Pasco, I had nothing to do with that. My best friend's black.
Oh, here we go with that.
I had to work for everything I have. You people could do that too. If you pull up your pants and get a job. Did you know that 50% of crime is committed by y'all?
Now that's the real fake news. Let me give you the tea. The only reason arrests are high is because we're over-policed. But we also make up for more than 50% of exonerations. Your lies been getting us lynched and serving life for generations. And 100% of your privilege was built on our backs. 45 presidents, only one of them was black? Explain that.
It's not my fault, y'all.
Never mind. I'll tell you myself. How do you explain the racial gap when it comes to generational
Thank you so
wealth?
much.
Black mothers on their deathbeds just trying to give birth. Black fathers wrongfully imprisoned. I don't know what's worse.
Oh, okay, give me a second.
You've had 248 years, but I'm done wasting my breath, and I ain't got no more tears. America was never great for us, and I ain't trying to gain your sympathy. The facts are the facts. That's why you're trying to ban our history.
Nah, I'm trying to live in the present.
But you're stuck in the past with your Confederate flags and conservative views.
I just love America.
Of course you do, because you don't have to worry about your right to choose.
Killing babies is a sin.
Says who? Your white Jesus? You're not really pro-life if you only care about a fetus.
But the Bible says
to love your neighbor and to free the oppressed. But you pick and choose the scriptures that only serve yourself.
Hey, black woman, I get it. All white people are racist.
If the shoe fits, then wear it. But I ain't never make that statement.
Just go back to Africa.
Nah. Instead, we'll go cast our ballot.
Your vote won't even matter.
Well, consider this a challenge.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's on Jolly's.
Yeah, that was
That's
good.
on Jolly's account. You can go on Jolly's account. It's Jolly and Untouchable Ayana.
Hey, white man.
That's
real
the-
quick before you vote.
You guys gotta go
just
watch
know
that.
your ballot
Go
was-
watch it. Do all the things. That joint is dope. Yo, Instagram be hilarious sometimes.
I sent that to you. I sent that to you. That's crazy, right?
Was that white on white crime?
Yeah.
She did just say that. Hey, yo, this is crazy. Somebody put, what's a sign of very low intelligence? And this person named Alejandro XO said Latinos voting for Trump.
Yo, my reel is going bananas. It's still doing really well on Instagram.
Really?
And the Trumpers are so fucking mad. They're so fucking mad. I want to see how many views it has right now, because they're super salty about it. Let's see. View insights. 11,689 views on Instagram, and they're so fucking pissed about it.
I'm gonna play it so everybody can see it really quickly because it is funny.
Okay.
So we didn't
We'll play the one on Instagram.
We didn't learn from last time. We did it. So
You've been paying
So we didn't learn. We didn't learn from last time. We did it. So we didn't learn. Comprehension. We didn't learn.
Oh man.
Comprehension.
How many feds were in the crowd is so stupid. How would the feds benefit from harming, you know what I'm saying, themselves? They act like people didn't go to jail for this shit.
Oh, fucking
Like y'all stories don't even align. Oh, there's feds in the crowd. Okay, well, why do you think that these people should be freed and pardoned? If you say they're Antifa, or they were the feds, or they were this, or they were that. When do I get my main account back?
Tuesday.
The 5th?
Tuesday. Election day.
Oh, yeah. That's a good time to get it back.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a pew-pewing early this morning in Orlando. Yeah, after like a whatchamacallit party, a Halloween party of some kind.
The perpetrator. I don't know what the correct word to be using in this situation that TikTok would accept was a 17-year-old.
No way.
Yeah. He was previously arrested in 2023 for grand larceny, I believe. And 2 people were unalived and 8 were injured. As of this morning, I don't know what the situation is right now, if any more people have passed away.
Yeah, I know there was 2 this morning, and like 8 injured or something of that nature. Dodie Doe, thank you so much for $10. I appreciate you. Glory, are you there?
Yes, sir. Hey, guys.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. I was just saying, by the way, I love y'all's live and everything, and no rats. I'm in school right now to be a rat tech, so yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Glory.
What state are you in?
I'm in Ohio.
Oof. So Florida Junior.
I'm not Florida Junior. I've been saying it. It's a mess down here, but hey. But yeah, what do you mean don't do it, no rats?
Oh, because the pay is terrible. They treat you like shit. I'll be honest. People always ask me all the time about like going into that field or talking to their kids about it. And I'm like, you don't want me to do that. Like, how dedicated are you? Because I'm going to tell them not to.
I'm already in my 2nd year, so I'm already
Yikes on bikes.
She said, I'm locked in. Got to see it through, my boy. Got to see it through.
I don't got nowhere else to go. So, and my school, they're crazy. So it's like, I'm like literally trapped. So, yeah.
I mean, anybody who's going through school, I always encourage them going to something in tech.
Yeah, it's crazy down here. But I was wondering what you were saying something about the mutual aid thing. There's like a sign up sheet or something you said?
It's in Mr. Jones's link tree.
Okay.
Towards the bottom, you just have to scroll until you find mutual aid.
Okay.
Currently, we're only being able to help people with mutual aid who are victims of DV, who are trying to escape DV, LGBTQI. Okay, that's... Oh, God. individuals who have become at risk or have lost their housing because, you know, family fucking sucks. And people with children who are at risk or have lost their housing. Those are kind of the three main areas that we're focusing on right now. That's really it. Unfortunately. But fortunately, in the near future, that should be changing.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that very much. Y'all are doing amazing. I watch these lives every morning, probably every night if you guys are live. Yeah, I really like your lives. And I'm a big politics person. I love politics and all those types of stuff. So, yeah, thank you guys for having me up. I'm gonna be watching.
Well, thank you for coming. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Yep.
What y'all heard happen is done more often than not. I keep telling y'all this. These people come up, especially the Wahite males come up when we are having discussions like this or whatever, and they get off on this. That's not the first time I've witnessed that. That is not the first time.
Yep.
So, and y'all keep telling me you lying, but y'all just witnessed it in 4K with 1,200 people in here. That happens all the time. All the time.
Just want to say I just checked again, broke the 700 mark, so 35.
Oh, that's amazing. I love it.
Yep, 35% of the way there. Thank you, everybody, so much. Looks like my Cash App is still locked. There's been a couple more people that tried to send some through there, and they didn't go.
Try adding your ID, like verifying your identity. It might unlock it.
Okay.
Excuse me.
And if they want to use mine again, they can. Yesterday, when we were crowdfunding for mutual aid for someone that needed assistance, when I went to bed, I didn't have anything, and I woke up to an additional $517 in my Cash App, and I sent it to the intended party. So if I don't see it today when I wake up at 6 o'clock to go to work tonight, if there's anything in there, I think Mr. Sound's Cash App or Venmo is in the poll. I'll just screenshot it in case I get anything, and then I will send it if I get anything.
Sorry, I'm trying to read something at the same time. Give me 1 second, y'all.
All right. So it didn't let me, or it didn't ask me to like give an ID or anything, but I was able to switch it over to a business account just by putting in a little information.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go soon.
Okay. What do you got
Joss
to do?
needs me to.
Oh, okay.
She needs me to pick her up. I don't know. I have an appointment for her on Monday afternoon. I don't know what's going on with her, but she's not okay.
Hey, Jones, I saw a video of a Wahite man saying that Kamala, what are we going to do if or when Mother Nature comes to visit? And she's having a bad day during a time of war. Can we expect her to make the right decision?
Well, considering she no longer has menstrual cycles, I'm assuming, considering her age, that's fucking stupid. But also, guys, we do everything with our periods and you don't fucking know. Like, literally everything. We can still wash your dirty drawers when we have our periods. We can still deal with your badass attitudes when we have our periods. We can still take care of our children when we have our periods. We still cook. We still clean. We still go to work. Everything. And then some.
And the greatest
Fucking
thing
idiot.
that we can do while concurrently dealing with Aunt Float, Cousin Bloat, and Uncle Cramp is that your ass still breathing.
Mm-hmm.
A couple months ago, I found out that you also have this miracle drug called Midol that every man with back pain should seriously just get.
Really?
Like somebody told me that, and I was like, "Really? I'll try it." So yeah, I got it the next day, or from Amazon, got it.
It
Took
was
it, and
Goose
literally 15 minutes
269.
later.
It was Goose 269 or 569. He told everybody that women was gatekeeping Midol, and now you can barely find that shit on the shelves.
Yep, y'all were. It is a miracle drug. Hear what Trump said about RFK yesterday? His plan for him.
No, what's that?
It's really good. He says Robert. So bad. So he says RFK or Robert F. Kennedy Jr. we have, and he's going to work on health and women's health and all of the different reasons because we're not really a wealthy or healthy country. Health and women's health and all of the different reasons. Got it. Because the person that we should really put in charge of women's health is Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Oh yeah, he knows exactly what he's talking about.
I mean, he is known to be able to take good records on women.
Oh yeah.
In black books.
That's
I can't stand these people. I can't. I can't fucking stand them.
So Jones with the ASMR is killing me. John, what kind of keyboards you got over there? Because them clackings is doing something to me, bruh.
I want a creamy keyboard.
Oh, yo.
We've talked about the creamy keyboard, and you had the exact same reaction last time.
Yeah, because you can't be throwing shit out there like that. Relax.
Jones, do you want to come give me a creamy keyboard?
No. No, I do not.
I will kick both y'all out of here. I will kick both y'all asses out of here and just be little boxes. Me and sound, and that's it. And the limit. Don't nothing
Ozzy, I know you were up here talking about your boobies, and now you want to be mad at me about a keyboard. I know you weren't.
So I can fix this credit.
Uh-huh.
You're talking about creams and key. Already,
I'm talking about keyboards.
That sounds keys sound sticky as shit.
No, they don't. I'm gonna.
What?
I'm gonna tell Quentin on you. I'm gonna tell Quentin. There's no this.
Listen. That's what it sounds like.
So no red's like you're rough. Okay, because Mr. Jones's is nice and got the little clack sound. Okay, no red's girl, do you, boo?
Anyway. Auntie.
No reds, let me see your keyboard.
I have a laptop. I have a MacBook.
Oh,
I aggressively type, though.
Not me.
I'd be like, why is Donald Trump such a piece of shit? That's how I type every day.
Hey, Jones, is your keyboard that old typewriter style mechanical one?
It's a JLab.
Just a regular keyboard.
All that typing with flat keys, bruh?
Yeah, so the cool thing about this is I can type on my iPad and on my computer. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I just got to switch the little switch over, and I can start typing on here, and I switch it back, and I can type on my computer. So that's why I have it, because I can connect to multiple devices at the same time.
Yeah, I have a JLab too. I think it's a smaller one than yours, but yeah, that's an amazing feature. But mine ain't loud at all.
It's just his mic, but it actually is pretty loud for a standard keyboard.
Yeah, like I had one on my work computer though. That was loud.
Right, let's everybody enjoy the ASMR until we get a Trumpski. Oh, we got 4 people in queue. No, Reds, I thought you worry about the crunchy keyboards. I'm gonna see who in queue.
Okay.
Crunchy keyboards.
We have somebody named, everybody else is a team member, but we have somebody that I've never, has y'all ever spoken to Eyes Wide Shut?
No. I don't think so.
You want to bring them up, Jones, or you want to wait till you're done doing what you're doing?
No, go ahead. You can bring them up.
Hello, Eyes Wide Shut. How are you?
Teacup, immediately.
Eyes Wide Shut. Can you hear me? My God, today. Okay, we can come back when we get it together and know where we at. My God, today. So let's see. We got 3, 1 more, 2 more. Let's see. We have a Brian Walker, Black Duganar. I can't see it.
Black Doug on the roof.
Okay, Black Doug. See what I mean? We also have a goldfish painter.
They paint goldfish?
I was intrigued. I can extend the invitation and see what the hell going on. Hello, goldfish painter. How are you? And what the ham and cheese is going? Oh, no worries, Eyes Wide Shut. No worries. And then they dropped. Is it me? Am I the problem?
I was just trying to think. I was just supposed to do something, and I don't know what something, like a noise distracted me, and now I can't remember what the fuck it was.
We got our homie Steve 5112 in there from the Tejas.
Sure.
Pull them up. October 17th.
What's up, Auntie? I don't know how you don't remember me, but what up? What up, Cuz? And what up, Reds?
Hey,
I was
no, God, is that... I was just trying to read your name, and when all the letters run together, I'm an old lady. I ain't got my good eyes on, bro. These is Jack Daniel coffee eyes right now.
Jack Daniel coffee eyes is crazy.
Yeah, that's wild, but I guess it ain't no worse than cracking in coffee like me and my uncle. But yeah, it was an accident. Y'all could drop me back there, and I was just tapping the screen going crazy like I normally do.
Hey guys, don't send me DMs about. Hold on 1 second. Don't send me DMs about mutual aid. You have to go through the link. I'm not even going to respond to it there because it's a committee that makes the decisions. That is not up to me. I just delete the messages and just tell you guys to go ahead and make and file through the thing. It's because it's for everybody's safety that you guys don't know who is whom and what is what, because some people cray. So just submit it through there. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm gonna be leaving soon.
Was I talking?
No, you good.
Oh, Doug was talking.
Talking to me. Yeah, no, I'm chilling, man. But yeah, how y'all doing since y'all been back home now? I ain't talked to y'all since then.
Good. I'm glad you just reminded me that I was out of town, because now I got to reach back out to the Airbnb folks. Our Airbnb experience was tragic.
Trash.
In Los Angeles. Yo, when we got to the Airbnb, when we all got there, we all pull up on time, and the cleaning people are sitting at the table eating Panda Express, chilling.
What?
House not even clean.
What?
Yep.
That's LA for you.
What the hell? Did they have extra? I'd have been mad if they didn't have extra.
Ice machine didn't work in the refrigerator.
Broke my hair dryer.
Oh yeah, the sink was leaking. It was crazy.
Lord.
Yep, I put my hair dryer underneath the sink. We didn't know the sink was leaking. Got my hair dryer all wet. But my new one will be here today, and I'm excited.
I used
That's
to
why
do
my hair
Airbnb.
looks like shit because I gotta wash it.
I used to do Airbnb in LA, but I mean, after a couple years, I would say I stopped doing that probably 2016. I just do the hotel route because like they've gone shit.
Well, I mean, there was a whole group of people. There was way too many people for a hotel. I mean, paying for like 3 hotel rooms would have been 3 times the price of the Airbnb. You talking about traveling just you, Aline. I have a whole entourage that travels with me.
get rid of your friends then. I don't know what to tell you.
They're there to do work.
I'm staying home next
Get rid
time.
of the friends. Who said that shit?
Alina.
My boss been trying to convert me to Trump, y'all. So I took.
I like traveling alone.
And took a whole van full of people to go vote for Harris.
Alina be one of them Debbie Downer type people from SNL. Like when they all just sitting around eating dinner, and she's like, "Yo, I should play some of those videos because that's how I feel right now. I don't like the beach. I don't like the sun. I don't like going outside. I don't like traveling with other people."
I don't. I like going to festivals by myself.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Listen,
Gotta go.
you know how annoying it is when you...
Okay.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Love you. You know how annoying it is when you go to a festival with people and like this one's got to go to the bathroom, this one's got to do this one's hungry, this one wants to go see that band, and you want to see this band. Nah.
Oh no, I'll walk off on folk in a heartbeat. Yeah, don't get it fucked up. I'm like, hey, listen, do whatever it is that y'all gonna do. I'll see, like, meet me. You know how to use the phone. Text me. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for me, and go off and do my own thing. But that doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't travel with people.
Yeah, that's
the same thing with traveling.
Look, I'm like Jones. We meeting at the car at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, and if you're not there,
Uber is your best
you know, I was about to say, you know, you got the Uber app.
Hello?
What's up?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing?
Chilling. How about yourself?
I'm great, man. I just want to come on here and say I appreciate what y'all doing. I found you guys randomly one day. Y'all very entertaining. I love it. I voted early in Wisconsin, me and my grandmother.
Love it.
And my mom's gonna be voting day of because she couldn't make it. But I'm excited to see. This is my first time voting. I'm 21.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I just want to let you guys know that you guys are great. And yeah.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. All right.
Thank you. We just try and do the work.
All right.
All right, man.
What did you vote for?
I voted for Kamala, of course.
I was just checking.
Oh yeah. No. Of course. Oh yeah. Oh no. Of course. I got it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just checking, brother. Have a good day, my brother.
All right. You too.
You're welcome. I was finna say, we're finna get that behind.
Hey, listen.
Vote for a racist white man, boy.
If you vote in Florida, the language on the ballot's kind of crazy on issue number 4. Don't even read that shit. Vote yes on 4. That's what protects women's right to choose in the state of Florida. Vote yes on 4. Vote no on 1 and 2. Yes on 3 and 4. No on 5 and 6. The language tries to trip you up.
That's how the one in VA is right now. We got. Yeah, do you seen the one that the issue on the back of ours?
Mm-mm.
So they put up. So it's for they want to amend the Virginia Constitution for active duty service members for their spouses to still be able to get the survivor's benefits. Because apparently it's only would cover veterans for whatever reason. So
what only cover other veterans?
Only cover veterans after they got out, after they passed away. So if you passed away during active duty, then it didn't cover you apparently.
Huh.
Right.
What the hell? South Dakota trying to limit Medicaid access? What the hell?
I've been asking people, like, you going to work on Tuesday? Like,
my dad never worked on election day. He said his people fought way too hard, you know what I'm saying, to get the right to vote. That he is not going to carry his ass to work on election day.
I took Tuesday and Wednesday off.
I'm just
I'll be celebrating or commiserating.
You don't even have a job, Tommy.
Hot damn. Crazy work is happening right now.
I took Tuesday off.
Put blue hearts in the comments if you are taking off Tuesday to go vote. Put blue hearts in the comments if you are taking Tuesday off to go vote.
Yeah, I always take election day off. Normally I vote early, but this year I've got a couple first-time voters I'm taking with me on election day. So we're going bright and early in the morning, and then I go out and do canvassing for 3 hours, and then I volunteer to drive people to the polls after that.
Well, you know the drill. Don't come to my house.
I'm in Wisconsin, so and
Alina, you're not gonna take nobody to the poll if they need to get to the poll?
No, he said he's going doing canvassing. I said, don't come to my house.
They don't canvass houses that where people have. You haven't early voted, Alina?
No, I go on election day.
Why you want to go stand in a line?
I don't have a line at my precinct ever.
Oh, for real?
The lines are super long for early voting.
Oh, shit, wasn't for me. I walked in this morning at 7:54 and was out by, you know what I'm saying, like 8:05. And that was mostly, I mean, I didn't have to wait in line to get my ballot.
Do you think I go outside that early?
Do
you think I go outside that early?
I have to take my kids to school in the morning now.
Okay, but I don't.
You don't go outside at all, Tommy?
She don't like people.
Right. You just told us 6 seconds ago you don't go outside at all.
Me personally, Alina. Me personally.
What's Bannon crazy ass doing? Yahtzee Bannon.
Be careful, Bannon is calling Trumpers to go Tuesday.
Let me see what Bannon is doing.
Has he been out of jail 48 hours?
Yeah!
All the stuff with Elon, if that doesn't show, like, Black MAGA, that they don't care about you, I don't know what else.
Yeah,
the only thing keeping Steve Bannon alive is hate and alcohol.
Elon Musk didn't go to his court date.
What?
Yep, he had a court date. They say he didn't go to his court date.
Oh, he never been hit with that failure to appear before, huh? he about to learn today.
That bench warrant be a mother.
Look, I want to do something that all the Trumpers been doing ever since 2016. I might go out on a boat and post a Harris flag in the middle of the water like they do out here.
So hold on, bro just got out of prison. The first thing he do is give a speech about immigrants, huh?
Why was I empowered? Because I was able to listen to a...
Steve Bannon just spoke in New York City after being released from federal prison this morning. Here's some of what he had to say.
I think you can see today I'm far from broken. I've been empowered by my 4 months at Danbury Federal Prison. Why was I empowered? Because I was able to listen, to observe, and to learn from working class minorities, young African American men and Hispanic men, and yes, Puerto Rican men, about what their lives are and what the queen of mass incarcerations, which is what...
Look, started out good, then start lying immediately. Immediately, bro's like, yep, I'm gonna start lying now.
I started shaking my head. I've seen it coming.
Deportations of illegal alien or illegal migrant criminals.
CBS News congressional correspondent Scott McFarland joins us now on the phone. Scott, you listened to Bannon speak to the press a few moments ago. What stood out to you about his comments?
A few different things. First of all, this didn't happen in a vacuum. He is released from prison 7 days before the election, which has been a pretty vicious, visceral fight. And in the process, Donald Trump has one of his most vicious fighters back on his side and out there in the public space. Steve Bannon, when pressed by CBS News, says he isn't going to encourage former President Trump to address the nation at 11 p.m. on election night to, quote, explain where the vote is. He wouldn't say declare victory, but he certainly indicated he wants Donald Trump to make a case to the American people about the results.
Before they even fully calculate.
No matter if there's any clarity to the election results at all. And that really does set the table, doesn't it? For the same thing that happened in 2020. Steve Bannon famously on January 5th, 2021, predicted that all hell was going to break loose the next day. He has an audience, he has a platform, he has the ability to mobilize Trump supporters, and he is anything but a shrinking violet as he comes out of prison.
So Bannon was also talking about some funny stuff allegedly that's happening in swing states. Did he provide any evidence?
No, and it's quite early in this process to be making those declarations.
How the fuck would he even know? Bro, you just walked out to jail.
Less than 24 hours ago, maybe 48.
It's okay though, because he talked to Hispanics and Puerto Ricans. So.
But when pressed on that, he did what many politicians do and refused to acknowledge the possibility Donald Trump doesn't win on November 5th, which of course is a real possibility. And most of this extended 1 hour long news conference staged by Steve Bannon the day of his release from prison was mostly political analysis. And I got to tell you, political analysts are a dime a dozen at this moment in time.
Scott, you mentioned that Bannon is one of Trump's most vicious bulldogs. Can we see him out campaigning for Trump this week, just sticking to his podcast?
Like, bro's a known white nationalist, you know what I'm saying? And he comes out there and then immediately, he says, oh, yeah, I was talking to minority men. And then starts lying. Immediately. About, you know what I'm saying, Kamala locking people up. The most notorious incarcerated. Like, bro, none of that's true.
Right. He trying to.
But he knows that his people. He knows that his people won't go and look it up. Bannon can't vote. Bannon's a felon. Oh, is Bannon registered in New York?
Probably. I don't know.
I think in Florida, after you have served your sentence, you can vote. But I don't know New York's law. Yeah, he wasn't speaking to no minority men. You know damn well he wasn't speaking to no minority men in fucking prison.
Well,
Bro wasn't sitting around in gin pop.
Ali Alexander may have visited him once or twice.
He was sitting with Diddy.
They can vote in New York after they serve their sentence? I wasn't sure.
They got to get it reinstated, though, don't they?
Albuquerque declined Trump's rally in their venue because he owes them $445,000 from a 2019 rally. God damn. Thank you for the mask. Hey, Oak Tree, what up, bro?
Hey, what's up, Mr. Jones? How you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing okay. How about yourself?
I'm good. So I had a couple things yesterday, but the hotline was blinging. I guess you could use that term. Yesterday, you had a gentleman on. I can't remember his name. Black guy from Gary, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, that guy was a mess. It's like Trump will point them out. I mean, I've been the only black man in the room before. It's a very uncomfortable situation. Everybody looks at you. Everybody, there's already that there. And Trump will point you out at his rally and go, oh, there's my black guy right there.
There's my African American.
And then they'll turn around like, oh, he's pointing at me. I got to go get his back. It's just a mess, man. And I had three things. I had that. And then I just wanted to thank you because you really helped me, love myself again. Being one of the darkest members of my family, everybody's about your complexion. And my grandmother was biracial. It's a struggle being a dark-skinned black man and to love yourself with everyone else around you looking at you a certain way. And it takes a long time to get to this point. I mean, I was born in 82 like you, but there's been ups and downs in my life where I've felt like the ugly person, where I wasn't good enough. And that wanting to not look at your black history, but only look at, say the fact that my grandmother was biracial, like, but I mean, it takes a long time. And once you start loving yourself, it feels a lot better than to try to cling to something that's, that's not for you, being black is beautiful. I'm appreciative of it. And a lot of spaces that was Marine. I've worked for the federal. That was the other point I wanted to touch on is the gentleman who said getting rid of federal employees. So where are all these middle class people going to go and work at, you
Bro,
know,
who knows,
after
man?
that point?
I have no idea, bro. Like
You know,
90% of the
lot
things,
federal-
they don't
a
think
lot
any of this
federal
shit through.
employees-
They just say it. They don't think this shit through. They just say it. They're like, you know
And
what?
a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
say
the
some
federal-
words. They sound good to me. I'm just gonna say it.
Exactly. And then a lot of the federal employees are veterans because the federal government has hiring programs for veterans.
Right.
So what are you going to do with all these veterans that are struggling to find work because they're struggling to reassimilate?
But here's the
to
crazy
society?
thing. They think that they're
You
going to
know?
privatize all of these federal jobs, right? And that it's going to somehow help American people. If you privatize these jobs, then you're allowing private organizations to pay people dirt wages to do the job, where they can't be protected by a union. They can't be protected by tenure. And you know what I'm saying? Because like if you have a federal job, if you have a government job, right, they can't just fire you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. And then they have to provide accommodations for you if you are having, well, they're supposed to provide accommodations to higher up in the government.
So they want these things privatized, right? Roll back, EOC regulations, roll back OSHA regulations, roll back. Like, y'all literally are begging for dystopia. Begging for it. You know what? I haven't had it bad enough yet. Let's see how much you can actually fuck this shit up.
Yeah. It's beyond me. You know, I've been to other countries, being in the military, and I don't know. And that's the other thing. I don't really see how veterans can't see through this bullshit. But I digress. And I just wanted to come up while you were having friendlies. I appreciate you. I listen every day. As I'm in between sets working out, I'm listening.
I appreciate you, Fred.
You know, I appreciate you.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too.
I was looking at Mr. Global's page, and he said something that really made sense. He was talking about how, like, when the economy starts to crash, how all these big businesses start buying up all the little businesses that can't make it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that seems exactly what Elon and Trump wants. Like, it seems like it, because he made over 160 million when he was the president the last time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shit. We had the largest transfer of wealth in American history during Trump's presidency. Like, what happened during 2019 through 2020 in terms of people buying up housing and shit like that? Mm-hmm. Fucking criminal. Artificially inflating the rental market, the housing market. I mean, absolutely criminal.
And I was about to buy a house last month, and I was like, you know what? Nah, I think I'm gonna wait.
No, Alina didn't go outside. Alina's inside. That's a picture in the background.
I will be outside to put this up today.
Oh, it's Christmas today?
Outside. Mm-hmm. Today starts Christmas.
Today starts Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. There was a house yesterday on our way, like, trick-or-treating, and dude was wearing a Trump mask, and all of the kids looked and kept it moving. He was handing out candy. They were like, nope. They said, my kids looked at the mask and was like, nope. Kept it moving. Walked right by him.
We didn't go to 1 yard with a Trump sign in it.
Izzy was like, yo, that's got to be the only one in my whole entire neighborhood. Easily. I mean, like, the vast majority of people that live in my neighborhood are like black or you know, Afro-Latin or Latin. There's a few young white couples. Like, there were two of them. One of them I had a long conversation yesterday about his truck, but it's two gay couples, and one of them has the F-150 Lightning, the electric F-150. That shit is so dope. I need one of them so bad. So bad. That shit is lit.
Someone said the disrespect for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving deserves all the disrespect.
Yeah, we don't celebrate that.
Okay, I can't hold my tongue anymore about this. First of all, hello, Lena. I remember you from last time. I wrote on my Facebook
We can't
this
hear you.
morning.
You're super muffled.
How about now?
Yeah.
There we go. So I wrote on my Facebook this morning to all of my beloved friends and some part family members that if I catch any of them, and let me be specific about this, any of them talk anything Christmas related on the 1st of November, if I hear any of them caping for, if you will, that dolphin winch who is summoned and defrosted every year, and I don't even necessarily have a beef with her personally, but my beef stands that she's the herald of the end times. Why? It's literally the first. We haven't even gone past this next holiday, Thanksgiving, right? And I don't even celebrate it. It ain't winter yet. Hold up on that BS.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, hold on, but it's never winter in Florida, so like it really
Jones,
doesn't
don't
matter.
do this. Jones, don't do this.
It's never
Jones,
winter
don't do
here.
this. For today about this, you will be my enemy if you do this. Don't do this.
I don't necessarily celebrate Christmas, you know what I'm saying? But like I do like the winter decorations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. The twinkle lights.
No. I'm here to be stubborn and standing 10 toes down on the business that I've come here to speak on, sir. I will hear and have none of it. Thank you.
No hot cocoa for you then, friend.
Holidays.
You know what? I'll have my hot cocoa to myself, madam. Thank you very much. Or rather, no, thank you.
The girls asked me to get them hot cocoa last year during Christmas, and I'm like, what? I was like, it's 78 degrees outside.
It's for the vibes.
The vibes.
You turn the AC. You turn the AC down. It's like Christmas. I have special cups and everything. Come on, Jones. I'm Latino, but I'm also white. So like, what do you expect from me? Like,
y'all are stressing me out.
November 1st.
This is triggering. This is very anti-black. Y'all are stressing me out right now. What is this?
Do you know what bothers me the most about like Christmas? Is that people literally will max out their credit cards to buy people shit that they won't even care about 2 weeks from the day.
I be telling my wife, I be like, come on, man.
Like seriously though, even the adults, like they get the thing and then they're like, oh, that's so thoughtful. And then that shit ends up in a junk drawer, you know what I'm saying, a couple months later. You know what I'm saying? Or you misplace it and never see it again.
What's crazy is we don't really even have real gifts under our tree. So it's not even about that for me. It's the decorations.
Come to Ohio for
presents.
Christmas. I don't do snow, nor do my children. We don't do snow. We don't do that.
I think we might get some this year.
That's what sounds like hell to me. Like if you were describing hell and you're like, yeah, there's going to be a bunch of white slush everywhere. Nope. That sounds like hell.
I live in Jersey and I'm feeling attacked.
White cold slush that makes your body hurt. Yeah, sounds like hell.
Well, once it's
I'm in
slush,
Wisconsin. I
it's
agree with
brown.
Jones.
Man, we ain't had no snow in VA in a while. I'm glad.
I love snow.
Yeah, and then when it mixes up with the sand and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then it freezes overnight and you can't get your fucking car out in the morning and you're 30 minutes late to work and they're like, why are you late to work? Bitch, there's 6 feet of snow outside. Why am I late to work?
It's insane. I ain't Johnny Tsunami, so I ain't trying to snowboard.
Oh, you know what? No notes on that. You got that. Would you mind if I just broach the topic just a little bit? Because I don't want to distract too much from that. Yeah.
People sliding all over the road and shit. Nobody knows how to fucking drive in the snow. Every time it snowed in the DMV, it's like it's never snowed before.
Man.
I'm like, are y'all okay?
School's out and everything.
Man, they canceled school for freezing rain, bro.
I mean, listen, I am not a big fan of cold weather in particular, right? So personally, them closing the schools for those reasons, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just me. I also don't have kids, so maybe it's not as inconvenient. Who knows? But it's whatever, man. However, on this topic real quick, from the very first time that man decided to run for president, that question came up effectively for me, like, why would you ever vote for him in the first place? But more importantly, even if you're not necessarily in support for him, why would you not want to vote against that? The question that always came up to me, and every time I have to get in conversations with people who do support him or against Kamala or whatnot, is have you not heard the things that he says? What is the incentive for you to go with the grain on this one. Like, I've seen so many interviews, obviously I've talked to people. One guy kind of like played his hand, showed his hand immediately, saying like, oh, well, you know, this is the most money that I've made ever, blah, blah, blah. And I forgot what and I think he was working in real estate or whatever, or insurance or something to that effect. And what he was basically admitting to was that those policies that were able to harm other people put money in his pockets, and that was all the incentive that he needed.
Right.
And so whenever I have to wonder what is it, what's
the
good is
motivation?
it doing for eggs every time.
Yeah,
every
but the
fucking
sad
time.
thing is, the really, really sad thing is, for black men specifically, they are willing to put money, you know what I'm saying, over the well-being of the community every fucking time.
There is
or this illusion that they'll be able to get money by doing this thing.
And of course, working with that veneer, that conservative veneer of like, oh, well, you know, if I just get the money and I bring it back to the neighborhood, that's still doing the same damn thing. No, it's not. Not if it's compromising the well-being of the people in his neighborhood. And from what I've seen, those type of men don't even ever turn around and do that.
I was about to say they never get the money. But hold on, they never get the money in the first place.
Yep.
Like,
matter of fact, let's
the
back
vast
up, you're right.
majority of y'all, you know what I'm saying, brokies, have been broke your whole life, and you're going to be broke the rest of your life.
Because they don't know how to manage it.
Because you don't know nothing. Because you don't read. Because you don't educate yourself. You know what the craziest thing? I be on, y'all know I be on Public's lives a lot, and I spend a lot of time with Public.
Public the man. Yeah,
I spent a lot of time with Public when I was in LA, and like dudes be like, these women are all gold diggers, and I'm like, but you're broke, and then they just want, like, you know what I'm saying, us to pay for expensive meals and shit like that. Don't do it. If you don't got it, say, I don't got it. I'd be goddamn listen, I'm telling you what, ain't a person on earth that's gonna make me spend a whole bunch of money, you know what I'm saying, to go out to eat that I don't have.
Why do, actually, Jones, that's a good question.
I'll cook you a meal. You know what I'm saying? We can go to, you know, shit.
Wait. I got a question. I was here last right? Why is it that for those men who say things like that, why do they talk about it as though that they're in a fucking hostage situation? Why?
They are.
Why?
No, they are in a hostage situation. Let me explain why they are in a hostage situation.
Lay it on me, brother.
They're in a hostage situation because their brain shuts off. Because they're like, hey, listen, if I got to spend this $300 to get some ass, then I'm going to spend this $300 to get some ass. And they can't detach from it. It's sunken cost fallacy at that point, bro. They're like, look, I already put all of my eggs in this basket. You know what I'm saying? I done put all of my eggs in this basket. You literally could have, you know what I'm saying, like, kept that. Listen, there's plenty of people out there that you could just gave them $200 and they would have let you smash. You just hand them the cash and it'd have been a done deal. And then you don't have to sit around and complain about how, you know what I'm saying, somebody took advantage of you. Also, your personality sucks. Like, if your personality wasn't trash, you wouldn't have to spend money at the potential of getting some.
Overcompensate for the fact that you suck and don't know how to talk to women. It's not that complex. I was just going off on somebody about that earlier. It was actually on Threads. It's the same usual tired rhetoric, right? There was a woman. She was posting something about how she, when she said that she wants nerdy men, she showed 3 examples. Markiplier, YouTuber, Charlie, aka Moist Critical, and Henry Cavill. So basically, nerdy white dudes who actually just so happen to be kind of like, you know, built. And the main emphasis was the nerdy aspect of them. They happen to be like reasonably handsome dudes, though I'm not into men, so whatever. But every last one of them are more so known for who they are and what kind of personality they put forth. Markiplier is a huge ass science dork, right? Henry Cavill plays goddamn D&D among other things. I play D&D among other things.
Right.
Charlie is very much a gamer nerd about all these things, and without fail, you just see the saltiest men saying, "Oh, well, obviously you mean you want a 6-foot dude who's making $100K a year?" And I'm thinking to myself, first of all, Charlie is like 5'8", 5'6".
Yeah,
right?
I was about to say,
Markiplier, I don't know how tall he is.
I don't think Henry Cavill's all that tall either.
He's not all that tall. The reason that most women end up liking him are the same reasons that most women end up liking certain men. He gives off the impression like, hey, he is safe. He can be talked to. He's not coming with that hyper masculine shit, and it doesn't give the impression that he's doing all that extra hyper masculine performance. None of them are. And again, they don't fit within that six figures, yet whatever criteria. Though they all three make money. Let me not disregard that. But those women don't strictly like them because of the money. The attraction lets them get through the door. What makes them likable is what they present after the fact. And they cannot understand that you can't. No, that doesn't matter if you're an asshole.
Autism. Oh, Henry Cavill 6'1". Oh, okay.
Good for him, man.
Listen, here's the thing, though, and I say this all the time when having conversations with men. You know what I'm saying? Is that if you worked on yourself, like your mental health, your personality, your hygiene, your physical health, your ego, not needing to be in charge or the leader when you don't necessarily possess the leadership qualities and things of that nature. And when you understand that it's a give and take in a relationship, when you actually listen, you know what I'm saying? Which I also have a hard time doing, but I think a lot of that has to do with the tism. But when you're listening to hear what it is that they have having to say and share, and not listening, you know what I'm saying, just so that you can have something to respond back.
Right.
And let me be vulnerable, if I may. I obviously am one of these more progressive, I would consider myself an evolved man, but make no mistake, I've even said it on my own lives. There have been times, a time period where I was not the best. I was doing the same toxic shit. I've cheated on a woman before, among other things. And the thing I had to do for myself is ask myself, hey, what the hell am I doing? Seriously, what am I doing? One particular relationship, I straight up, I was like 25. I was at my worst. I was very blatantly disrespectful in that relationship. I gave no regard. I was being very selfish. Just a lot of the just terrible, 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 terrible. And by the time it was done, we'd already broken up. We'd already moved apart and things. And I just had to sit with myself. I had to really sit down and reflect with no one else telling me, oh, you're still a good person otherwise. But ask myself, Joe, before that, even still, why did you do that? Why? I had to check myself for that. I'm in therapy and everything. It's been about a year or so. I moved into my own apartment. And again, with that therapy came unpacking those things even more. I had to figure out, hey, what was my deal? Because even back then, I didn't really want to admit that I was being a terrible person. It took another man who was not going to lie to me, who was not going to coddle my feelings, to tell me, wait, you did what? Why would you do that? Checked me hard on it, and not some super harsh thing. He just put up a mirror at me. And the moment he did that, because I trusted him enough that he wasn't going to lie to me, that he wasn't going to tell me what I wanted to hear, I literally broke down crying because I'm like, oh my God, I am one of those oh, no. It sucked having to face up to
Britt,
that.
That's real, Britt. That's T, Britt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of taking accountability for themselves, in their own behavior and in the spaces and instances and where they lack, they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna get a passport and I'm gonna go over and find somebody who I can manipulate.
Don't make me roast.
Or I'm gonna date somebody that's way too young for me. You know what I'm saying? I just heard a woman the other day on live talking about when she met her husband, he was 33, she was 18. I said, you got to be fucking out of your brain.
That's a red flag.
Like all day.
That sounds like
90 Day Beyonce Alina's crazy. But yeah, they'd rather find somebody that they can manipulate than work on themselves.
Mm-hmm. And that's pathetic. I don't respect men who do that because, again, I personally have also learned how to put that mirror back up because, as anyone here can attest to, none of their logic makes any kind of sense. You claim, oh, I'm a masculine alpha male, I'm all logical and stuff. So why do you think that you need to pay even more money that you would normally be spending over here, which you would have been complaining about anyway, going to an entirely separate country just to get rejected in a second language that you don't even speak?
Right. Anything but therapy. And could you listen? I don't believe in that whole toxic masculine, you know what I'm saying? Like your daughters bring home a boy and you do all the flexing and the machismo and the, you know what I'm saying, cleaning your pew-pews. I think that all of that shit is ridiculous. But you come to my house and you damn near my age, trying to date my teenage daughter, listen, I'm gonna send you on the first thing smoking to Jesus. I'm gonna give you a first class ticket. You're gonna be on your way to the upper room.
Upper room.
What they say, you on deck? You on deck, bro.
I've been guilty of that, Jones. But I do it with my sister's boyfriends. But that's because she always gets
like, you're not about to be 35 showing up to my house asking to take my 18-year-old daughter out.
Right.
Friend.
Not remain upright with all your teeth.
Right. You're not grooming my kids.
Right. It's insane. I joined a MAGA live yesterday, man, and the guy had up there, guys who pay all the bills are self. What did he say? They're self-conscious. And I said, aren't we supposed to be providers? If we can.
They be on both sides of every goddamn argument.
I was like, if we have the ability to do so, why wouldn't you do so?
Marcy, bring him on here. I'll talk to him. I'm gonna be working on. A lot of you guys are familiar with the Jubilee platform. I'm trying to secure me and Jovan will be doing a live event here in just a couple of days. So stay tuned. It's going to be exciting. But after we got all of the gala stuff planned out and that's all laid out, that will be the next thing on the in the works. Because yes, Jubilee is super harmful. We are going to be doing our own version of that, where we bring people in and have these types of conversations, the red pill conversations, the deconstructing from Christianity conversations, and so on and so forth. So
I'd like to take part in that.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna open up invitations for, you know what I'm saying, like in general. There's gonna be a forum where everybody fills it out, casting call essentially, depending on the topic. But yeah, no, definitely. But it has to be.
I love that.
Yeah. So Jubilee, essentially, where they did the 20 versus V1 debate. Like, I literally, you know what I'm saying, like, offered up that idea to them for myself. And then they did it, but with a whole bunch of other people, not me. So, fuck them.
Yeah, so Destiny just did one. Destiny just did one. They just posted that.
Jazzy, I know, he told me about it. He was me and Pub talked about it last night.
Is this something that we would be able to see, Jones, or just sit down and watch?
What's that? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, we're not going to be streaming them live. Just for, you know what I'm saying, like, protection of the platform's sake. But we will, like, they'll be edited and then posted to the YouTube channel. PR Pin-Up said, more work for me. We already, like I said, I did a project in LA that you guys are gonna love. I know you're gonna love. And it's coming soon. Just a lot of editing, you know, post editing.
I look forward to supporting your endeavors, however that may be.
I remember your son was like, "What was it, Dad?" You said you're gonna have to see.
Unless it's Christmas on November 1st.
Some of it is funny. Portions of what we worked on are hilarious.
Yeah, I followed you on YT yesterday. I commented, I was like, Black Dog showing support.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I started. Like, it's funny. Public started talking about electoral politics on TikTok. And I started on TikTok talking about deconstructing, you know, toxic masculinity and Christianity and colonization, stuff like that. So we kind of like switched roles. Not that I didn't have a grasp on the other thing, because I actually worked on campaigns and wrote speeches for campaigns and did community, you know what I'm saying, engagement. But I mean, I came on here because I wanted to talk more about, you know, actually building communities again. That is the single biggest issue in the United States.
The lack of community, yeah.
Yeah, this idea of rugged individualism. Because once upon a time, there was a glimpse in time. I would never say America was great, but there was a glimpse in time that you know, when we were growing up in I'd say the late 80s, early 90s, right, where racism still permeated out throughout society, but for us Gen Xers, you know, Zennials and whatnot, it wasn't like an everyday conversation. Like it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, like didn't have a chokehold on society. And I knew every other family in my neighborhood. My parents.
That's because we had a village.
Yeah.
That's because we had a village.
And everybody was broke. Like nobody had no money.
Right. But we came together on Friday night or Saturday night to buy them 12-pack of slits and them pink champagnes and sat on somebody's porch and watch us outside in the street. My parents taught us, because I grew up in an all-black neighborhood. If they see somebody that don't look like, if you see somebody that don't look like you, get your ass in the house.
Right.
That's how I was raised, because why are you here? And this was in the 70s.
Now people, they don't know nothing about their neighbors. Their next door neighbor lived next to them for 3 years, don't even know their name.
I'm the neighborhood dad out here, man.
Oh yeah, I take you know what I'm saying, the neighbor's kids trick or treating. I'm like, oh y'all good. I got them. I'll take them. You know what I'm saying? I taken the neighbor 2 houses down, took their kid to Disney with us before. Like I literally, when I moved here, there wasn't a lot of people when I first moved here, but when I moved here, I went and knocked on every door to see who was in the neighborhood, introduce myself, because it was a brand new neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to be out walking one day or running. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, oh, who's this black man in our neighborhood?
Like I live in a building, and I don't know every single neighbor that comes through, but there is a level of familiarity with everyone who comes past. I see familiar faces. Obviously, I greet. I know my one neighbor named Miss Mary down the hall. Her daughter is really very, very pleasant woman. But Miss Mary, just the sweetest older black woman. Every time without fail, I'll offer to, like, you know, I'll see her, like, you know, taking out her trash or whatever. And the first thing is like, Miss Mary, do you want me to help you or anything like that? Because I understand that, you know, for American normalities, social concepts, yes, that whole thought of community for America in its totality, that's not a tenet of what it means to live here. The idea of community closeness is usually individual to the cultures that comprise the neighborhood you live in. That's something you have to have cultivated around you directly, because that is not an overarching template here. Thanks, meritocracy and American exceptionalism.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just because they didn't have a platform back then too. It didn't get the hate didn't get spreaded.
Right. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I saw racist things happen all the time, like all the time. You know, and I saw some of the, like there were some parents like we got, all the kids got along, but there were some parents that, you know, weren't too keen on black kids being in their house. You know what I'm saying, or at their house. So I mean, and we knew who they were, but it, like I said, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying, like. What's the word that I'm looking for?
Community.
I mean, no, we had, you know what I'm saying, more of a community then. It wasn't like something that was in your face all day, every day. Pervasive, yes. But I was looking for, like I said, it wasn't, yeah, I mean, it just wasn't as pervasive. Like, it existed, right? But nobody was sitting around, you know, having the conversation.
Oh, they said prevalent. They said prevalent. It just wasn't in your face.
Yeah, it just wasn't in your face. It existed. It just wasn't in your face on a daily basis. Now it's explicit. That's a great word for it. Now it's in our faces every day. It's on TV every day. We watch these fools say and do racist shit every fucking day now.
Like Brian Donald walking out to that Dixie song, the Dixiecrat song.
Oh, wait. Hey, Jones, have you seen the video of the Halloween parade? I think it was in Pennsylvania, where they have a buggy with someone with a Trump mask on in the back of it with a pew pew in the center between the person wearing the Trump mask, and behind it is a rope with a woman.
Oh yeah. No, we talked. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. Yeah.
I remember all my neighbors back home. Miss Bean was on the left. Hattie Lee was across from her. 2 doors over was Miss Juanice, and then there was Poke Chop Mama. I can't remember her name. And across from Poke Chop Mama was Rhoda Faye. Next door to Rhoda Faye was Lily B. And then there was my mama. And I remember all of my neighbors that I grew up with up and down the block that I grew up on.
Yep.
And we all played together. And every one of us was taught, no joke.
Yeah, we had the Olivers, the Pagets.
Right.
They didn't all have the same last name. Alvarados, Clarks.
For us, it was Bean, Gray, Johnston. I can't think of Poke Chop Mama name, but it was Rhoda
The fact
Faye
that y'all had a person in the neighborhood named Pork Chop is crazy.
Hey,
Yeah, that's killing me right now. I love it.
Look, when you couldn't get your hair cut, because Poke Chop, his family was poor, when you couldn't get your hair cut, everybody would go to Poke Chop. So the community got together and paid for him to go to barber college.
That's
So that he could cut the, yeah, our neighborhood got together. But you know, think about this. This was in like the early 80s, 80s, 90s. Our community got together so we could send him, because he was on that shit, if you know what I'm saying, in the 80s, right? He was on that shit, and he got clean, and he found something to do, because he was almost at the upper room about to open the door completely a couple of times, right? So he said, you know, we talked to him, and it's like, hey, you have to find something you like to do. What do you like to do? He's like, I like cutting hair. I was like, great, cut my hair. This is when I wore my hair really, really short. I say, cut my hair. And he did an exceptional job in my front yard with like 12,000 extension cords outside so he could cut my damn hair. And I said, you know what? I said, what we gonna do is we gonna get together. And we had fundraisers to help him go to barber college. It was like $1,000. Now, keep in mind, this is the 80s. We paid $1,000, not only for him to go to barber college, but somebody in the neighborhood took him there and picked him up every day. To this day, Poke Chop, that's his name, no, Poke Bone still cutting hair for the very same people that was in the same position as him to this day, because that's what he loves to do. And he don't ask you for money. If you want to buy him a 6-pack or something, or tip him something, he does it for free. But he stayed in the neighborhood where the seed was planted, and that is bearing fruit in the neighborhood. That don't happen no more, because we decided once we get 2, 3, 4 little coins, white is the right way to go, and moved out of our neighborhoods where we planted that seed and took whatever we got and achieved to Wahite people immediately. No.
Right.
Because we wanted to assimilate to whiteness. Not us. I grew up in a black neighborhood. Not me, but others.
Yeah. In my neighborhood, it's kind of weird, but you were black, Latin, and if there was white people, you were poor. My parents still live in the house to this day. That me and my sisters grew up in. They've remodeled it 16,000 times. It's worth like 10 times the amount. My parents were like relatively like upper middle class, but nobody around us was.
Look, well-to-do.
Yeah, but nobody around us was.
And how long ago was it when you were born in 82, Jones?
Yeah, 82. So we moved to that house in. How old are you in 5th grade?
10.
10? In 5th grade?
Yeah.
About that 9, 10, that's about right.
9, 10 in the 5th grade, yes.
For real? Oh, so 92? Yeah, so they've been living in a house since the 90s? So 92, 93?
That means your parents have been in that home 32, 33, 34, 30, 30 years because 32 years because my baby 33. He was born in 91.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, they've been in the house for over 30 years, yeah.
My God, today.
Hey, listen, let me tell you. When my parents brought me to see the house for the first time. Did you need to say something, no, Raz?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, a little. It's a little low. You got to turn it up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is it better?
Yep. Sounds perfect. Crystal clear.
I can't hear myself echo anymore. It's wonderful. Thank you.
No Raz got themselves a HyperX mic like mine now.
Now I can yell at all you little bitches.
Oh my God. Little bitches is crazy.
I just out the gate on 10.
I like it. Thank you so much. It's really nice.
Where was I at? Oh yeah, when we first went to go see the house, right? This is before my parents had signed. It was like you have to do that walkthrough. You know what I'm saying? You have to do the walkthrough or whatever before you sign the contract. Yeah. So we go to do the walkthrough, and we walk in the house, and like the room that you first walk into is the living room, and then it's like stairs go down and around or whatever. But that first room was painted like dark blood maroon red. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Just dark. So we go back, you know what I'm saying, into like the master bedroom, you know, and it was just one of the windows was broken there. It smelled bad. There was like a ratty fucking ceiling fan that was like leaned to one side. Then they go back and they're like, oh, Ricky, this would be your room. And my dad opens up the door and the walls are painted pitch black. And there's a bunch of pictures of naked white women on the wall. I'm like, what is this?
What? What? Wait, it's like the bathroom in LA.
Oh yeah. But way shabby. I mean, but way more effed up though.
It wasn't as artistic.
I cried. I literally cried all the way back to our other house that we were currently living in. I cried probably like for 2 days straight. I was like, I will not live there. I said, I will not live there. I told my parents multiple times. I was like, I'll run away. I'm not gonna live there. And my mom was like, Ricky, your dad is gonna paint the rooms. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna fix the stuff. Like, you don't have to live in there with it looking like that. Oh, downstairs, like it was wood paneling all over the place. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That old wood paneling on the walls.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a dungeon.
Yeah, the old brown kitchen cat. I was like, this is terrible. Why would somebody want to live here? Why would you buy this place?
They replaced it with drywall.
It doesn't even have real walls. My mom painted over. So in some of the rooms, the paneling is still there to this day. But she spackled them and then painted over top of them.
Gotcha.
What the heck?
It's only in the back rooms. Like
in the back. Like I think that's what eventually became my room downstairs, and then the office, my parents' office.
See, we were bad kids.
Still has wood paneling on the walls, but it's been spackled and painted.
We used to throw each other through those panels, so we end up getting.
Oh yeah, I put a hole in the panel more than once.
It'd be life-size body prints in the wall.
Yikes!
More than once, and there was only one full bathroom in the house when we were kids. So like all three of my siblings that lived with me, that all lived in the house at the same time, had to share the bath with the full bath with my parents. And then guess what? Soon as I move out, they build another full bathroom downstairs. Soon as I move out.
Yikes! Stop it.
I was like, y'all are wild. Not only did they build another bathroom, but then they immediately replaced me and had another son. I was like, how y'all pregnant? I'm 19 years old and y'all having a baby.
See, wouldn't be me. Wouldn't be me. Ain't no way.
I said, y'all motherfuckers replaced me. It's crazy.
That's funny.
I stepped out the house. They said, all right, let's go.
Yeah, I moved out when I was 14. So anytime I go back home, everything looks different.
Oh, my mom they legitimately replaced me. My mom has remodeled the kitchen. My mom has remodeled the kitchen so many times. Like if you look at any pictures, family pictures that are taken in that kitchen, in every single family picture, the kitchen's different. Different countertops, different cabinets. different appliances.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
And you modeled the living room a couple times.
I'm not anybody.
Yeah, they redone the living room. Yeah, they moved that furniture around in the living room. And oh yeah, that didn't even exist when I was a kid, Quentin. That didn't even exist. That big huge great room didn't even exist. They had that built on when I was probably like 13 or 14.
I gotta hang some drywall at my dad's this weekend, matter of fact.
My parents have it's not 11. I don't know how many it is. 1, 2, 3.
Talking about the sheds?
4, 5. Yes. How many sheds is there, bro?
7 of them.
Like
7.
seven.
Oh my
of them.
gosh.
There used to be more.
Can I get one?
There used to be more.
I
I built
need
every
a
single
shed.
one. Except for the biggest one that sits at the top of the hill. That was there when we moved there. I built all the rest of them.
Why y'all have 50 sheds?
Mine's still in
My
Oz.
parents, my mom has a she shed.
And Grandpa has his own.
And then my dad has a shed that just has bikes in it. Like just bikes and bike parts.
He has 2 with that.
2 with just bikes?
Yeah.
God damn.
And then there's one with bike parts, and then there's one that they have just a bunch of random stuff.
My dad has his own playhouse. I'm not even joking. That's what I call
There's
it.
one
My
like
dad's playhouse.
off to the side.
Yeah. He has a bed in that joint, a radio, you know what I'm saying, a little refrigerator, a rocking chair.
Oh yeah, that's the boom boom room.
Shut up.
Wow. Things I didn't want to think about regarding Jones's parents.
The boom boom room is crazy. This is man cave. This is man cave. I ran electric. I ran the electric to it like, I don't know, like 10, 15 years ago. He's like, I need you to run electric down to my shed. Oh, Quentin's grandfather helped me.
Yeah, he's an electrician.
Quentin's other grandfather helped me. Yeah.
You know, he's about to retire.
Wait, whose grandkid is on the panel?
My
Mr.
dad.
B? I don't know. He said that dude's grandkid is on the panel. Are you talking?
He's talking about Quentin's mother's father. His other grandparents.
Yeah.
I came up here to say that the greatest basketball of all time, he endorsed Kamala Harris, and it was LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron
No,
James
it is not
endorsed him.
LeBron James.
Don't do it. Oh, damn it, he did it. I knew it was coming. God damn it.
Yeah, it is not LeBron James.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. The hoops went off at the same time.
I can't even believe he did that shit just now. Hey, yo, can I tell y'all really quickly? My dad, the way that my dad talks is fucking hilarious. I'm not even joking at all. Like, my dad is very stoic. Doesn't laugh a lot unless he told the joke. If he told the joke, it's the funniest shit you've ever heard. But if it's not his joke, like if it's not his funny, he just be like, and he says things like Walmarts,
Hey,
McDonald's.
Look, if y'all don't see the K, that's y'all problem, okay? Because my grandmama called it the Walmart for her entire existence, and it was always McDonald's. Don't
McDonald's.
do that.
I said something to him in the car one day. I was like, Dad, you know it's McDonald's, right? He's like, they got the Big Mac, don't they? I said, all right, bro. Fuck it,
Goddamn
you got it.
You shit.
I said, fuck it, bro, you got it. He said, what's the name of the dude that on the piano with the moon head? I said, Mac tonight. He said, okay then. I said, all right, bro.
Listen, if you guys want to piss off bigots, the reel that I posted, that's a CapCut template on Instagram, they are going wild talking about Black Lives Matter. Go fuck with them. Go hurt their feelings.
And
please.
I shall. Let's go
Please.
get Norad's IG. One moment, please.
Go hurt their feelings immediately.
I see them pop up and you can't.
Britt, you say McDonald's? Y'all are wild. Y'all are wild.
He was thinking of McDonald's. Oh my gosh.
He got
Yo,
a
did you just-
What do you call it?
Did you just bump your son for that?
I did.
Yeah.
I've seen it like 3 times.
McDonald's is crazy, y'all. Walmart. There's no, yeah, it's McDonald's. Literally McDonald's.
Walmart is crazy.
Walmart is, yeah, he says Walmart. There's some other stuff that he said. There's some other stuff that he said. Oh, yeah. This is his favorite thing. I say it now, too. And I don't even realize that I'm saying it. My dad says this all the time. Are you on drugs?
You do?
He says it to me. He says it to me.
That's my dad's go-to. That's my dad's go-to question. Are you on drugs?
He does say that quite frequently.
That's my dad's go-to question.
Free Baby Jones. You leave the baby alone, damn it.
I said that one
I didn't
day.
even say nothing that time.
You put the picture up. Is my dad black? Is my dad black? Yeah, my dad's black.
Katie Cakes is being anti-black and anti-old people. It is Whataburger. It's not Whataburger. That's Whataburger. You go in Texas talking about, can I go to Whataburger? They're going to be like, well, where that's at? Ma'am, that's Whataburger.
Never had it.
Oh, bro.
You're missing out.
Listen. Hey, Doug. Black Doug, let me tell you something. We were in downtown Houston. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I say, hey, Dan Trail, I'm about to go to Whataburger. He said, bro, what? He said, we'll stop there on the way after we leave. I said, nope, I'm going right now. He said, bro, you don't want to walk around downtown Houston in the middle of the night by yourself. I said, why don't I? He said, it's not safe. I said, I'll be fine. And bounced. And walked to Whataburger at 2 o'clock in the morning. I fucked that food up, too.
The fact that people say that and have to say stuff like that, though, is a fundamental issue in our society.
Yeah. He said it's not safe. I said, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, my little brother.
I've never tried Trill Burger. Oh, shit. What time do I have to go to my, I got therapy today.
Apparently, around Fort Polk, in Louisiana, I guess it's supposedly still a sundown town.
It is.
Okay, so my brother, when he first got stationed there, mind you, my brother's a military police officer. He
the feds?
Yeah.
Can we get some ACABs in the chat?
He followed my steps. But he was like, I told him not to. I don't know why he still didn't listen. But now he's about to be working with Madam Harris eventually. So he he said he got pulled over, and the cop was like, you need to hurry up and get on base. You're not supposed to be out right now.
Did you say hurry up?
Yes. Hurry up, man. All right, man. Come on. Don't do me like that.
That's another one. Hurry up. The roof. The roof. When people say the roof, I'm like, yo, roof. You mean the roof?
As a serious test of how, like, South and how old your dad is, how does he say shrimp?
Shrimp.
Hey,
no. Hey, yo, even hold on. But it's not just a South thing. Even like I know people on the West Coast that say like shrimps. Like get you a few
but the
shrimps.
South is scrimp. It's scrimp.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he right on the East Coast, them is shrimps.
Shrimps.
And we got screets. Okay. Some people in down south can't say fruit, they say fute. So if you hear somebody from down south say fute, they mean fruit. Mind your business.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Yep, and if you hear him say Merc, damn it, that's milk. Focus. Mm-hmm. If you hear somebody from Louisiana say Earl, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
I know that one.
Yeah, if you hear somebody say aluminum furrow.
Yeah. Oh, yo, icebox used to be crazy to me. I'm like, what the fuck is an icebox? Go look in the icebox. Or the refrigerator. I'm like, y'all just listing out brand names. You're not helping me. Go look in the frigidaire.
That is the frigidaire.
Go look in the frigidaire. I'm like, the what?
You're older than me, and I know that.
That is the ice box. And you know why, Jones. That's the ice box. I don't give a damn if it's a refrigerator or a frigilator. That's the damn ice box.
People Midwest get me too. They be like, give me a pop. I'll be like, what?
Yeah, Frigidaire is a brand. Y'all didn't know
it ain't.
That?
That's the frigidator. No, it ain't.
Frigidaire is a brand.
No, it ain't. That's the refrigerator. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because in my old house, I had the Frigidaire gallery collection appliances. That's how I know.
Reese is being anti-black. Talking about, no, that's, oh, I thought you said, that's the refrigerator. That's the fridge. There's an L in the refrigerator. Like Medea say, it's cosmortology. You don't hear them R's? Look, even old people up here, we live
Oh
in
yeah.
Washington.
Hey, listen. When I tell you that we had more refrigerators, still do, more refrigerators and freezers than any house on this continent. I'm not joking. I'm not joking at all.
They got a fridge in the
There's a big giant one in the kitchen. There's one in the laundry room that just has frozen stuff in it. There's one in the I don't even know what you would call that. What is that little hallway area? The storage area, I guess. The pantry.
Yeah, right by
the pantry.
office.
Yeah, the pantry area. There's a refrigerator in there. There's a deep chest freezer in the big shed. I'm like, who needs to store this much? Are y'all storing for the apocalypse? Yeah, mini fridges.
Mini fridges everywhere. One out. There's like 3 outside.
Yeah, one on both sides of the house. So when my dad's working in the garden, he can just reach into the mini fridge and grab a bottle of water or a soda. He literally has two refrigerators outside, one on each side of the house.
I used to have one on the back patio, but I didn't put I didn't build a case around it like I had initially planned to, so it got ruined. But having an outside fridge is top fucking tier. I like the way your dad's thinking.
When my papa remodeled the house in 1969, he built the portion where my grandmother's room was and the bathroom around a 10-foot deep freezer. But then there was a refrigerator in the house, and she had a little wash house that had a refrigerator and another deep freezer and a whole nother oven, stove, and cooktop. And what she would do was rotate meat out. So the deep, big one in the washroom had all the meats. Mm-hmm. But her canned fruits and vegetation was in the deep freezer that was actually in the house.
What's up, baby?
So that's normal. Somebody said most of the fridge and freezers is an African thing. Thank you, Anna. I'm over here touching my ribs. Thank you.
Hey, have you ever, Auntie, have you ever made yourself a pallet?
And then look here, why you think I said if I ever come to visit you, bro, I just need a corner, a pillow, and a couple of blankets. How you make me a damn pallet? And then I don't even need a bed, bro. And it look, because my back is bad. If you got hardwood floor somewhere in there and give me a nice quilt or something, I don't need shit else but a pallet, bro, and a pillow. I'm good.
Hey, Hannah prefers to sleep that way. She literally sleeps in a tent. On the weekends, she sleeps in a tent in the middle of the living room. Yes.
Speaking of children, Jocelyn said that you don't love her.
What did I do now?
Because she texted you and you didn't answer her.
The house.
She had a wifey, but she
didn't. Yeah, you didn't answer her.
Oh, I didn't?
No.
Oh, I thought I hearted it yesterday. That's my bad.
Tell her don't feel bad.
But it was at 9:51 at night. I was asleep already.
You said what time was it?
9:51 p.m. I was asleep.
Hey Jones. Hey Jones.
What's that?
You should have her pinned.
Can I point something out to you?
I was still asleep.
Can I point something out to you, Jones?
What's that?
Baby, if you in bed 4:10, you old.
I know.
Okay,
Listen. When I tell you, you can ask anybody. The girls go to bed at 8:30. I'm in the bed 8:35.
Like, he's not even playing. If he's not on live, he's like, good night, girls. And then just...
Yep.
My baby...
They in the bed at 8:30. I'm in the bed at 8:35.
Meanwhile, I was on live.
Got to go.
My son had that realization when he turned 33, when I wished him happy birthday or whatever, then he called him, me and my baby had long talks. And my baby looked like Jones, y'all. He's like, Mama, what you doing? He's like, nigga, what's up? I said, hey, well, what's going on? He said, nigga, I'm officially old. I said, why you say that? He said, nigga, 10 o'clock is my bedtime. I said, huh? He said, I'm in bed by 10, bro. Phone off.
Yep.
And I ain't talking to nobody. I ain't gaming with nobody.
When I tell you I plugged my phone in across the room, I'm not joking. I plugged my phone in nowhere near me.
It ain't even by his bed. He puts his on the desk.
This is my phone charger right here. The only thing that charges next to my bed is the watch.
Yeah.
Plug my
Meanwhile,
phone
Jones is sleeping, and I was on live till 3 o'clock in the morning.
That sounds about right.
Yep. We
That's
started
how
with a little
life we are.
ASMR story time. I feel like this mic isn't quite as good for story time. But
What if
we'll
there's
see.
an
I'll try it
emergency?
later.
There's other people in the house that are up all night. So seriously,
Yeah, that's
there's
my
plenty
thing
of other
too.
phones to call in this house. Plenty of other phones.
I'll call Hannah. Hannah will be like, I was playing Roblox.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, one of the girls would get up if you call their phone. And Giovanna get up if somebody called his phone.
We had fun on live last night. You guys missed out. You're
Well,
not
I live way in Washington State, and all my family is in the South. How you calling me about something you can call 3 numbers for, and I'll eventually catch on or hear it ring? But what am I gonna do? All my family knows that because I work graveyard, do not call me before 10 my time, or don't call me after 10 my time. I'm gonna cuss you the fuck out.
Yeah, my iPad rings when my phone rings too. So depending on like how much buzzing the iPad is doing or flashing of light it's doing, I could potentially wake up.
I power mine completely down, Jones, and I don't even bring my iPad in my bedroom. I power this bitch. It's right here. I power that bitch down because they link up. Yep.
He will not wake up. This man has his vibration settings on the highest, like most violent vibration setting, and the flashing light, nothing. I'll wake up and be like, yo, your phone.
Wait. Just
I forgot to tell
respectfully,
you.
not being ableist. You mean the light you can turn on for people who are visually
Yes.
impaired, and
Yes.
you got the highest vibration and still don't wake up?
Nope.
I got to look. I got to pull the Elder Jones. Are you on drugs?
Are you on drugs? Are you on drugs?
I forgot to tell you, Jones, you inspired my new job.
What's that?
I left my old job because so I'm working for the community service board, working with these mental health people that have mental health issues.
They said you're in for it when you have teenagers. I've already been through the teenager phase and started all over again. Like Quentin is 20.
I have 2 teenagers.
Man,
Quentin is 20.
Quentin don't sound like a bad child unless he was problematic.
Nah, Quentin, let me tell you. Quentin has never been a bad child, but let me tell you what Quentin would do. I put Quentin in bed, and then I would go get in my bed, and then he would come like an hour later, come in and like get in and try to get in the bed with me. So finally, you know what I'm saying? I was like, look, man, I'm gonna just lock the door. I'm just gonna lock the door. You can stop coming in the room and, you know what I'm saying, waking me up in the middle of the night. Or he would wake me up. When I tell you he would wake me up at 5 o'clock in the morning, talking about, Dad, are you awake? Knowing damn well I'm not awake.
That's how I got my nickname, Creeper.
And so I just started locking the door. So I would come out of my room and he'd be asleep on the floor with a blanket on him right at the door.
He doesn't wake you up. He didn't wake you up extremely early to ask for lemonade.
Oh, nah, that's an Izzy thing.
I know.
The girls don't care about waking you up. They'll wake you up any time of the morning.
Can I have some lemonade?
For food.
Can I have some lemonade? Can I have some lemonade? Can I have a stack? Every day.
And if we went to go visit somebody, like family or whatever, anywhere I moved in the house, Quentin would be right next to me. They called him the Shadow.
Aw, that's so sweet. That's adorable.
Look, sleeping on the couch at my dad's house is the worst. All you hear at 6 a.m. is a bunch of kids running around screaming.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
On top of you.
Yeah, they think Quentin's a jungle gym.
That's the responsibility of a big brother. Oh, look at the cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh my gosh, she's freaking adorable.
Hold on, I got y'all. Hold on.
Sassy Jack said this is the best birth control is crazy.
There you go. It wasn't showing all of them, so that's yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, that's cute.
I seen the one in the all white. It scared me for a second until the picture cleared up. It was blurry for a second. I'm like, oh shit!
Hey, that's not the Nova Scotia Fire Department, damn it.
I got scared because it was blurry for a second. I was like, oh, no, we got to take that off. And then it cleared up. I was like, whew, dodged that bullet.
Oh, boy.
Sheesh.
Hey, Andrew on YouTube said that you should get rid of that one girl, me. She ruins your stream and brings nothing to the conversation. Andrew's over here making like 37 messages to himself.
I was about to say I only see super chats, so I don't even have a screen.
I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, Andrew, you're over here talking to yourself, buddy. I just came to say hi. Hi, Andrew.
Did y'all hear about what supposedly happened to this app on January 19th?
What? Nah, it's not happening.
That's not happening.
Yeah,
That's not happening.
Oh, they'll drag them through litigation for fucking the next 20 years.
Ever. Because the Christian people saying TikTok is owned by the devil because they're taking our voices to speak about Jesus. And then the Wahite people saying TikTok is racist because they're silencing white people. And then
But
the
they can get up
MAGAs,
here and say more than we can.
right, and then the MAGAs saying they just don't want our message about the best president in the world to be spread. That's why they're taking it. I'm like, bruh.
I've never seen a MAGA live get shut down. I've never seen a MAGA live get
Me
shut down.
either.
was this?
Never. Never not. Never.
Opportunities if they have no way for an employer to contact them after they apply for a job.
Oh,
What
this
is
is
that?
that dude. That's that video because it has like 1,200 views right now. That's that video where the dude said that he doesn't want his taxpayer dollars going to unhoused people. Remember him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Told us about how Christian he was, and that's why he was voting the way he was. And he said, I don't want my tax dollars going to unhoused people. I don't want them sleeping on the street near my home.
That's sad. That is sad. That's a sad individual.
Yo, bro was wild.
But
He
that's
contradicted
the
himself.
Christian way.
What?
That's the Christian right. That's the Christian way.
Was it on your stream that I read the texts to everybody about my daughter at school? I don't think it was yours. I think it was last night in the middle of the night. My daughter, who is going to be 6 next week, she's indoctrinating the other kids and telling them that Donald Trump is a bad man and we don't support fascism.
Who said that?
Gabs. She told one of the kids in her class.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading them like the full thread of text messages. So now one of her little friends, the mom that RSVP'd to the party, was telling me about it. She's like, yeah, my daughter, every time she sees him on TV now, she goes, ew, that's the bad man. she's like, Gabby says, blah, 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 blah. I said, don't worry, your daughter's going to come home talking about the 14 tenets of fascism. She's like, perfect, teach it to her.
All right, y'all, I got to go. I got to go to therapy.
Yeah, I got to go get Gab.
All right, thank you so much, everybody.
Absolutely.
Bye.
If we have time this weekend, we'll see what else we can do, Mr. Sunday.
Awesome. I'll be available whenever. Sunday I have my own show, but